Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us tonight. We are continuing our Sell It or Melt It sale as we are very close to a big holiday weekend, and we are ready to kick it off with a very special 3-hour segment. This might as well be, and I've said this before during this event, as it has been Sell It or Melt It as the sale is titled. It literally means Sell It or Melt It. However, it really could be called the Practically Free Sale, and this is a special edition that I got to tell you features some of my favorite pieces. So if we share at all the same taste in jewelry or similar, I think you're going to find something you cannot live without in the sale event tonight, because there is simply my favorite Tanzanite, my favorite Panther piece we've ever done, the best looking demantoid. There has been a 4 carat in a Russian demantoid. It's about $100,000. If you want to save a bundle and get something just as rare, I have a nearly 4 carat in the Namibian trillion. That is one of the bigger discounts you're going to see. So there is no shortage of museum caliber jewelry in this event tonight. And that's really the way it's been. If there's a request you have, everything is 10% off. We are literally selling the piece at the last look, by the way. It's your last chance to pick up any of these pieces that you love. It is your last opportunity. If it does not sell, it is basically the stones are taken out, of course, extracted from that mounting, and then whatever it is, whether it's gold, 14K, 18K, or platinum, melted on down to also be able to carry through when we have our new for you to make those more affordable as well. So it is truly literally Sell It or Melt It, but it also means it's your last chance looking at all these pieces from a perspective of got to get it now or else it's never going to be seen again. So it's an important night to also make requests. Now, we do have a yellow diamond. It is a 101. It is in the most spectacular mounting I think you can get for a yellow diamond. We also have very affordable. I've actually got a return of our paw ring. It's the paw ring that we love, except most of the time it's been seen in white diamonds. I have it tonight with yellow diamonds. So really exceptional and rare, and for our pet lovers out there. And so, even men's rings are here. We've got a great looking turquoise gentleman style, a Tanzanite emerald cut that's really affordable, a Paraíba chintz ring as well with a round. So list goes on and on. It really is a great show tonight. So here's the deal. If you have a request for us, pick up the phone and dial into that phone number right there, because you've got a limited time to take 10% off whatever it is from this inventory you love. And there are no exceptions. It doesn't matter how museum. As a matter of fact, I would recommend getting some of the higher end museum pieces here, because that's where your biggest discount is. So great chance to pick it up. Not to mention, what you see is what you get on the air. So feel comfortable shopping with confidence. Also, remember, these pieces go out almost immediately. I mean, most pieces go out next day. All we need to do is size it for you, which is also free on the house. And then, of course, ship it to you in the next couple of days. You're wearing your new treasure. So let's get started with an incredible ring. This is actually going to be one of our more affordable styles of the entire show. It's 112-6923, and actually of the event overall as well. So again, and these are all one of a kinds for the most part. I think I've got maybe 2 items from the entire show tonight that are available in more than one, but I got to say it's all diamonds. It's going to be our diamond drop earrings and something in a bangle. Everything else is what you see is what you get, and just in the gold color it's in. So do not delay. So I thought, well, we've got a little bit of that kind of pastel mood going on with Easter weekend around the corner. So I thought, let's bring you a multicolored party of a ring with one of the most, of course, beautiful phenomena stones in the middle being that opal, but then also the diamonds and the sapphires going around that. So it's that double halo, but really revved up a bit with something unique for you. And it is a 67-point natural crystal opal in that pear shape. You can see all the colors there. 45 points in the blue sapphires. How consistent and beautifully matched they are. And then, of course, that's surrounding your diamond halo, which is 13 points. So a double halo, a great looking ring in the white gold only. And get ready, because it's one only. So you got to love it the way it is. And of course, we're not seeing all the beautiful color yet, because it's obviously under these bright hot spotlights. But you know what? If you see a lot of color there, well, guess what? It gets amplified when you see it in person. So even better. And we talk about this all the time. The real, I would say, the unifying theme of what we hear in response to our jewelry once you receive it at home is, oh my gosh, it's even better than I expected. It's even better than it looked on TV. So aren't we all? But this is really just, again, a very, very special way to go. Let's go ahead and blow it out. It's not even $19.99. We're going to take it on down below $9.99, because I really want to move. Again, I've got a philosophy, and I think it's really a a tried and true one that if you mark it down even more so, if you really get these prices down to their rock bottom, you're going to see pieces move faster, and the faster they move, the more we can show, and the more we can show, the more we can actually get you sale shopping opportunities. So I'm looking forward to a really, as the entire event's been, a very fast-paced show. So let's get this one even better than $9.99. I do want to try it on all the great colors of the rainbow in that opal, but then the diamonds and the sapphires, there it is from a distance away, so you can see what that's all about with that great looking stone. Of course, all those colors going to get more amplified, even richer and brighter, and it's got every color. It's a play of color opal that sometimes you just get blues or greens. Let me switch it around here because I know we like to see the pear shapes both ways. So if you prefer to wear it with the point facing out towards the fingertips, that works as well. And then you've got precious sapphires and diamonds, and I'll make it even better than $888 or $777. And as we get down towards the finale of this event, well, it also means the price tags are getting even lower, but we don't get to see things twice. So it's one chance, one opportunity, the lowest price possible ever, 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 plus your 10% off. And don't even waste $777 thinking about that one. Come on in early. We're just going to make it easy. $699 on that one only, plus $70 coming off that one as well. So that'll be $629 and change if you'd like to get it. We'll give it 30 seconds, then we got to move. We have the most beautiful earring jackets with studs. So you get everything to make a million styles and varieties of earrings with your stud collection. We also have the paw. The paw's coming out pretty quickly here because that's only going to be one only. And I know the paw pieces, whether it's necklaces, pendants, or rings, are always popular. They're very popular. And then we do have Tahitian pearl, Russian demantoid. I have two Russian demantoids, actually, a bangle and a ring. And then we've got the big Namibian I showed you that I was wearing at the top of the show. So this one sounds like it may be gone. Shall we get to our yellow diamond paw? It's a really big upgrade. We did this. Thank you so much. That opal is spoken for. And then here we go. I might as well bring it right out early because this is the one that creates a lot of havoc usually because, well, the paw jewelry is popular, we know, but it's also about the fact this is upgraded to something I have not seen anywhere else in the world. And this is 1110791. Rarely seen. I can't even remember the last time we had this on the air. It has been a minute now. Of course, we do this option. If you do see it, chances are you've seen it in the white diamonds. White diamonds in the white or yellow gold. Well, this occasion, it's the yellow diamonds in the yellow gold. And I know the yellow gold is always a popular choice. Even when we've seen options in gold color, the yellow gold is really what is taking the world by storm right now. That typically happens when gold is really pricey, as it is, record highs. It is 1110791. Welcome in. Again, this is a paw piece that is very limited. So I really want to encourage you, even though it's only 7 minutes in and we have yet to welcome everybody to the show because a lot of people kind of, join us as the hours go on. Well, this is a very important piece. And I'm putting it up early because this value is such, it is going to fly on out of here. It will not be available for very long. We know that. This has all natural yellows, which might I add are also bigger stones. You've got two different sizes. Some are which pave. Pave, you must say pave when you've got the paw ring, am I right? That's going to be the pad of the paw there, and then the outsides are going to be a larger diamond that's actually a dual setting. It's a prong set within a beautiful basket work of gold. So it's yellow gold for the yellow diamonds. It's typically how we see our yellow diamonds in the yellow gold to really show off their beautiful brilliance. If they weren't that strong in color, no need to match them up in the gold. But this is a total diamond weight of 43 points, and it is a huge upgrade, and I love it as a pinky ring. I love it for a gift idea. I am someone who really loves meaningful jewelry, and I think there are a lot of animal lovers out there and pet parents who really adore our little fur babies. And that is for really the perfect piece to look down in your hand and be able to see that little reminder, because I think there's a lot of us who wish we could take them everywhere. And don't get me wrong, I take my my little baby girl everywhere I possibly can, but that's not everywhere I go. So it's nice to have them like with you in spirit through a ring like this whenever you can't be. And I think it's a great way to even, let's face it, memorialize a pet. Again, give it to the pet lover. I'm always an advocate of, if you are someone who, donates to rescue organizations and you got those big events, I mean, that would be a special piece to maybe even donate to a charity to have silent auctioned off, because it's a really special and precious piece. You don't see much of the paw jewelry, and that's the thing. It sometimes can be cutesy and adorable and all those things, but it can be a little bit more, a little more low quality. This is where we have really amped it up, giving you something that is iconic and special and a bit whimsical, but still doing it in the highest of quality level of stones and, of course, solid gold as well. So there's a lot to love about that. And we're going to make it really affordable right now. 43 points in diamonds, almost a half carat. All those larger yellows we talked about. It is going to be, again, giftable, wearable, pinky all the way to thumb. Honestly, it's a big bigger paw. But you know what? I still find it looks really good as a pinky ring, which I'm actually going to show it to you here first. Why not? If you're looking for, you know, that extra way to stack jewelry across the hand, I mean, that's a great look. And it's not, I don't think, too large because it sits really low profile in the hand. So I don't think it's too large for a pinky or thumb ring. But of course, you can wear it wherever else, like the ring finger here. I'll show you now how that's going to look on the ring finger there. But those yellow diamonds really stand out. They're awesome. $39.99 should be a much better value coming up. And again, only one, so call me early. We'll see who's got it. Great gifting idea, and we promise it won't break the bank. And to give a gift of yellow diamonds, very special, very unusual. To give a gift that has some meaning to it. I love that as well. Let's make it better than even $2,000. That's half off. We could go $19.99 or just keep the Sell It or Melt It party going and give you a better value like $999 on the paw piece you see there, and beautiful, vibrant yellow diamonds. Those are natural, by the way. I always liked it, and I think that even more so every day that goes by, we're seeing more and more and more attention and spotlight shown to lab-created, faux, man-made stones out there, simulants and synthetics. So just a friendly reminder that when you're watching TVON, if you see that little rainbow gem logo in the bottom left corner, when you see TVON, when you see me, that means nothing but the finest, nothing but the best in quality, and that includes our yellow diamonds, which are natural in color, because they do synthesize and simulate these stones quite often. And so that's going to be, I think you're going to see more and more of that as we step on through. And so really important to take advantage while we have the natural yellows and we still make them exceedingly affordable. I would say $8.99 and change. That makes that ring extremely affordable. So $8.99. Let me know if you'd like that. We're going to keep on moving. If you have any requests at all, even if it's something that you've seen a long time ago or more recently, it's something you can, you know, are invited to call in and make those requests known to us, and we'll help you out. Checking in with us today. Hi, Sally. Hey, Sally. Hey, is it Big E? All right. I love that. It is. It kind of is like Christmas in April. I agree with Big E. Yeah. That must stand for energy, I'm sure. You know, like that big energy. I try to bring that Big E to the shows. Christmas in April. It's another great name. Practically free sale. I'm good with all that. Hey, Tracy, thank you so much. It is a really cool show. Hey, Eugene, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hey, Carrie. Carrie's with us as well. I'm so glad you're happy with your purchases, Carrie. Well, there's our paw ring starting us off. And again, museum selections are here like this $391. Y'all remember the $391? In the Russian demantoid that we all go crazy over and just kind of ooh and ah. Look at that, look at that Namibian. This is not just about the stone though, it's the setting as well. And that is something we don't see very often. How about that for 10% off? I know you've thought about it, waited on it. Well, today's the day to get your best discount ever, and it's heavily discounted already. So that's here. And then also let's take a look at if our paw ring is still here, that's okay. We'll move right along because a lot of pieces going after the fact. I did want to show you this, really switching up things here. And it really is a fabulous cut. This is an exotic cut of a stone. It's actually our platinum piece. 112-7130 is the item number. Isn't that a great cut? It's bar cut. Two different ways. So there are perpendicular bar facet pattern here. So it goes along the top. Let me see if I can, there you go. Can you see the top surface, which has those vertical bar cuts? Think of them like an elongated kind of rectangular facet you see there across the surface of the stone, where normally it's more flat. In the back or in the pavilion of the stone, it's actually bar cuts going the opposite way. So running perpendicular. So it's really just this showpiece of a 307 green tourmaline set in platinum, 25 points in diamonds, another one only as most. Everything I will show you tonight and through this event, and I got to tell you, big thanks to everybody. I have continued to receive the most incredible emails and responses from whether it's messages through social media forums, whether it's emails directly to me, laurenblairtv@gmail.com. I mean, however it is, the response has really been overwhelming, and I'm so grateful to you for enjoying this sale, for being with us to see, because you just never know what's going to appear on the show, and everything pretty much one onlys, and it's like a practically free event. So take what you love, get them now. The rest of the whole jewelry society is moving their prices up. We're doing exactly the opposite for you. So it is time to dial quickly though, because we don't want you missing out. And that's been, if anything, if there was one negative to this event, it's the fact that, you know, we've had some people missing out if they're just a little bit late on the phone line, so we don't want that to happen. So here we go with our green tourmaline. That's our 307. Get ready, because we got a really good value coming up right now. And then you've got the diamonds as well, which are 25 points on the sides. It's going to be 5 on each side, all done with that little bit of scallop detail. And I always advise with any green stone, tourmalines, zircons, diamonds, even chameleons, you want a green, but you want it to be rich without being overly saturated. And that's a tough call. Mother Nature is, you know, usually we love these stones that have that chrome rich content, but they can easily get really extra saturated where suddenly there's too much and then it's too dark. And then you're not seeing the lovely greens, you're seeing more of that almost like black diamond onyx look, which is great, but go get an onyx or a black diamond if that's what you're going for. Those of us that want green tourmalines, we want it to be vibrant, beautiful, rich, in this case, a very emerald green-like look. It is a great value and one only in platinum, and it's also going to be very affordable. This is one of our most affordable ideas of the event. And again, that opal's already gone. Are you going to let me know, Tim? I think that was you that got it, right? Who was that was shopping with us already on a Thursday? Linda was getting that one. Thank you so much, Linda. Enjoy. And then don't forget, we do have the paw ring still available, I believe, so you can grab that if you want that, which is a little surprising. So again, the paw jewelry is very, very, very unique and something that only really we do and find. But this is going to be a huge discount. Not even $19.99 any longer. Don't worry about that. All the prices you're familiar with that you've seen in the past that you think you know are going even further down. Again, if it can't go during this event, it'll never go. That's kind of the philosophy as well. When you bring a piece down to its lowest point possible, there's really not a lot of necessity, even if gold was normal, even if there was no struggle in, you know, making new and making new affordable. Honestly, there's really no reason once you drop it to the lowest price to keep it around. So you give it everything one last chance on the air. It's seen. If it sticks around, might as well melt it anyway. So that really is going to be the key to this event. So it's all beautiful, fresh, first kind of pieces, but one of a kinds. And again, this is what you get. What you see on the air is what you get. So again, please shop with confidence and let's make this one. I'm going to do better than $9.99 on this. Let's make it $888 only for the first caller that wants that green tourmaline in platinum. And then we'll move right along. We've got so much to do today, really from, again, that's always the task is it makes it difficult, one of a kind. Certainly you want to show as much as you can, but also give everything. It's kind of that fine line you walk. I want to give you the comprehensive presentation you expect and deserve, but while also still showing you just about everything in the inventory. So that is the challenge. Let me go ahead and show you. We have a teddy bear piece too. It's an actual little teddy bear in a ring, a charm ring. So that's very unique. It's a double-sided piece. So if that sounds good, I'd love that for like the new moms out there. There's also a really cool link style ring. This is designer in every way. By the way, that'll be $7.99 if you'd like to get that one. So call me. I'm going to keep on moving. I'm not waiting for pieces to sell, but again, they are. So here's what's next. Oh, I love this ring. I'm just going to, for whatever reason, I feel like that's more right side up. From this perspective, I got to give it a little polish here. This one's a little tricky to see with all the glare off that. Anytime we get a large surface area of gold like this, it's a little bit tricky, but again, you can see all that white gold mirror polished. And then you've got this interlocking design. Think links, but not quite the symmetry of a curb link, but a little bit more like, think of it really like an oval link, almost like a beautiful elongated paperclip link makes it a curb the way it's actually interlocking. 112-6807 is your item number here, and that would be the 18 karat solid gold. So it's going to stay in the white gold there in that higher premium, which we love of 18 karat. Then you've got 46 points in the diamonds on the one side, the other side, all the mirror finishing for you. And of course, that's still going to be a split shank. So it makes it very comfortable, very wearable. I've got, again, requests coming in. So make sure you're part of that. You really want to get everything that you want to see. And instead of waiting and hoping that it comes out, just make sure that you just let us know what it is. And we will actually go seek it out for you and bring it out right away. But here we are with our 46 points. Looks like more, I would say. And let's take a look at it on the hand so you can also see that perspective here and really also notice that it doesn't sit flat exactly. It's going to sit up a little bit because there you can see the links almost like little wings there that are brought up a little bit, set at an angle there. So it's really, again, very practical, very wearable. I wouldn't worry too much about that, but it definitely has this great look. And we're still going to size it for you, but think about how beautiful it would look even on an index finger. I think that's a really chic look there when you've got bigger, bolder. I like to put them on the middle and the index and then stack this way. So you're not always taking off. You know, a lot of people wear a ring right there already, so they're not looking to take that one off. So we look for rings that will adapt to different fingers of the hand to have that stacked across the hand look like this gives you. But some of our bigger gold weight here, and of course diamonds as well, and we're gonna make it easy. How can we do this, guys? When we've got a $39.99 ring, with so much 18 karat gold being the priority here, got a lot of that happening, and then you add the diamonds on one side, that natural asymmetry that's created because you have two different textures from diamond pave to the slick mirror finished 18 karat white gold. It's up to you if you like it, but there is only this one. So again, dial in early. Don't wait. Just because pieces don't go in the first 5 seconds, there's a delay that doesn't even allow that to happen. So you just want to dial in early and be ready to go, because otherwise they're going to be going to somebody else, and we know we have nothing else quite like this. This is truly one-of-a-kind jewelry. So instead, we're going to make this better than $19.99, better than $1,500. And just think, while everybody's having to up their gold prices every single day, really, truly, every day everyone's modifying their prices, we are doing, or just skipping gold. You notice that? A lot of people are just saying, the heck with gold. Let's just go to sterling silver all the time now. Let's put everything in sterling, and that's what we're going to see more and more of. But not here. We're going to give you the value, despite the fact that you're getting gold at a really incredible value, and let's make it even better than $15 or $14.99. One caller takes it. It's in that 18-karat white gold only, and we'll make it $13.99 instead, plus your extra 10% off, which is going to make that even more affordable to the tune of just $12.59 if you'd like to get that one. So come on in. We've got a lot more to show you. We've got beautiful turquoise, men's and ladies, actually. If you're ready, I know it's been a while since we've seen any turquoise for the gentlemen. I have one tonight. We sure do. We've got a big round turquoise. Just say the word if you want to see it sooner rather than later. Demantoid that's affordable. And hey, for everybody that missed out, I know there was an Asher cut kunzite the other day that was gone in a hurry. I've got the most spectacular emerald cut. The only thing that can really be on par with what we saw in that Asher cut is this gorgeous emerald cut. Sign me up. I'm loving that one. So we've got that on the way for you as well. So again, let us know what your requests are. And there's even a bangle. The bangle with all the different sapphires. Speaking of Asher cuts, we have a beautiful multicolored sapphire Asher cut bangle for you. The best Panther I think we've ever had. Designer as all can be. A big pink diamond has made its way to the show. It's a 21 pointer, natural pink, big aqua. I even have, get this, our largest diamond bangle that we have by far is the 4-row. I'm going to show it to you here. From a distance away, because, well, that just speaks volumes. When you see a nearly 5-carat total weight diamond bangle that's 4 rows, and look at all the gold, and that's going to be for an average size wrist, yellow gold, but look at it from the front. If you weren't seeing the side or the back, you would think you wouldn't be able to tell if that's white gold or yellow gold just because of the way it's done with the diamonds so seamlessly set across the top. So that's my largest diamond bangle. I told you, this is an all-star show. It's an all-star level, best of the best kind of show here tonight, and I would not miss a moment of it. All right, let's get to the big kunzite. And then we do have this bangle. This is the bangle I was talking about. So if you love, I love that it's not, when I say rainbow, it's got multiple colors, but it's not the primary colors. It's more of the softer side. If this doesn't say Easter Sunday, and I can't guarantee you, it's already Thursday, so I can't guarantee it's going to be there by Easter Sunday, but when you love pastels and beautiful colors, and you love richness, and look at how this stays in those big pink purple hues, then in the yellow to really kind of differentiate there between the two, from the cool to the warmer tones, and you have the yellow and the green and the cornflower blue, and then to really finish it off here is that dual color blue-green on the other side. That is spectacular. And a ton of sapphires. It's item number 1112-769, truly for the elite here, because obviously getting sapphires like this in Asher cuts. Have you seen one in a ring? I can't remember having one Asher cut sapphire in a ring. To have multiple stones, all the different colors that really work together so well, because that's always the challenge, isn't it? It's not like you can just throw different colors together. They don't always aesthetically work. So you really want to have colors that go together without, obviously we didn't want to match. The whole point is to have a variety of pastels here, and that's what we did. So take a look, 524 among your 6 or 7 stones rather, and it's going to have that 7-stone style, which is really going to complete the top of the wrist, each one with its own halo in diamonds to go around it with it, and stays in the white gold. This is an average size bangle. There's your rich purple there, starting off on the left side. Then you go into a true pink, then a lavender pink, that perfect yellow diamond look in a yellow sapphire. It's a beautiful canary color. And then again, rare to get a green, a cornflower blue, and a blue green, all in this hinged bangle style for the 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet wearers out there. That will work for you. Let me just go ahead and unfasten. There are 2 figure-8 safeties. It's going to have a sideways hinge. So that's going to be the side of it right there, opens up. So it's an oval shape to really fit the wrist beautifully. And all you have to do is just pop that over your wrist, slide it closed, click it shut, and you're good to go. And look at the size of those stones. There's a reason why I wanted to get that on the wrist as soon as possible so you can really evaluate, because those are no small stones. And that's no teeny tiny little itty bitty bracelet. That is making a statement. And look at how, again, side to side across the top, each one with its own halo. You're getting 82 points in the diamond halos. Really easy on, easy off. I love the white gold they selected with. I think that works really well. There's a little textured hinge, so all you do is press that down. It acts as your little button release, and then simply just slide, clasp, and done. The figure 8 safeties are going to make it secure, one on each side there of that hinge, and we're going to make this one only here. Oh, you better believe it. That is really, this is like out of the vault, what you don't normally see. I think that's maybe the best part of this event is you're seeing such unique opportunities. Not the pieces you see every single day. Unique pieces we haven't seen sometimes ever on the air because they've been so high end. It's not the typical commercial quality or the regular classic styles. And there's nothing wrong with classic styles. It's just that these are the really outside the box pieces, the specialty ones, the ones that look like you custom made them from your own gem collection that you amassed over years and years and years. That's what this looks like. And we're going to make it really affordable right now. To the tune of, we've got it normally for $89.99. That was an old price when that was manufactured, which you can see it's got an old item number there. It was manufactured some time ago, and yet it doesn't matter right now. We're going to act as if, yeah, let's take a price that's even better than where it was 7 years ago. Let's go ahead and drop it from there. We'll give you 10% off in addition. It just makes it the ultimate level value, and let's not even ask for $89 or even half of that, which is $4,500. Trust me when I tell you this is going to go. And a reminder that bangles are not like every other bracelet. Most bracelets are rather lightweight. I'm talking about the line bracelets that you see. They're like flimsy links. Those are actually going to be, it sounds like the name of like, I don't know, that could be like a name of a bar, flimsy links. I don't know, it just sounded funny when I said it. But instead, bangles require a lot more structure. So they require a lot more gold. We can't forget about that, especially when obviously we know what's happening. So you've got a lot of that, and that's what we love, is that that's what keeps it from spinning on the wrist, oval in shape, so that it keeps the stones always right up front, always right up top where you want to see them, and it is nowhere near $4,500 or $39.99. Even better value, all your different colors in those exotics of sapphires together in one piece. It's like your entire collection all in one wearable piece that you can wear on its own or with other pieces. Obviously, it plays well with others as well. You take your pick, but I'm not going to do this for $39.99. Come on in, we have one, and that's it. These are all custom made in the first place. We never had more than one of this particular bracelet, and yet it's not going to be $39 or even $35. And this is before a 10% off discount, so that's really crucial to remember as well. It's not even $35 or $34 or $33, $32. One bracelet, you got to wear, again, an average size. Most of us do. And then you've got to love the white gold, which I think with those stones, perfect play there. And we're going to make sure it goes right now for $2,999 only. That would be an extra $300 off coming right off that price tag there. So it'll be $26.99 only. So that's for one caller. You could not, like literally one of those stones would be more. Those are important stones. Every single one of them. You could have one individual sapphire with its halo there and ask for more than $3,000. Instead, we're giving you 7 of those stones. All that gold, the workmanship that goes into something like that. And for $26.99, it is yours. And then are you ready for the big Panther? My favorite of all of our Panther pieces ever. What a showcase this has already been. So many great pieces. I'm going to show you the amethyst earrings that I actually had a request. I had these custom made as a request, and I'm so excited with the way they turned out. The sad part is we only have one pair. So I'm going to show them very quickly, and this is the kind of thing I have to do early because you know we're going to need probably 100 pairs of these, but I just will not have them. There's one pair. They're fancy cut elongated trillion amethyst. It's item number 1128255. I know they're going to go in a hurry here, especially when a piece like this should probably be around, on a good day, $17.77. We're going to do better. These are our rich, saturated Brazilian amethyst we love. It's 1128255. They are, again, yellow gold only. Great drop with the hoop to start. So that's like a little different than lever back because it's an actual hoop, click and close. And then it's $483. Total weight of your Brazilian amethyst. They've not been on the air on the show, but I had somebody ask for them, say, well, I've seen them on a website, so do you think you could make them? And we did. And then you've got these almost like elongated trillions of pave here on the top and the bottom, and there's one pair. This is going to be a little test. I'm going to see if we have anybody with us here. We have 5 points in diamonds. So extra diamonds that are still VS, they stay in the yellow gold. I want to show you the link because I know this is not a design you've seen before. It's got a slightly curved closure post, so it's going to be really, you see there, it's practically straight, just a subtle curve to it so it sits right, and then you've got this beautiful drape and this drop in 1 3/8 inches top to bottom. So I'm going to give you a look at one on the ear. Again, really easy because it starts as a hoop there. It's a little more elongated oval style hoop, by the way, and then you just literally snap that closure and click it closed, and then wait till you see. I think we've seen a lot of popular pieces here where they've been, of course, a little bit more of a spike design or a trillion design. They're very popular. This is what they look like from a distance, and they're going to be really, again, I wish I had, oh my gosh, I don't even have a second earring on, so I'll have to remedy that. But I tell you what I'm going to do here. Instead of $9.99 for the pair, again, I have one pair only, so they're going to fly. But instead of $9.99, we've already got some smart, wise shoppers that are ready to go on the phone lines here, and it's not going to be even half of that price. $499 they will not be. This is a really spectacular buy. You're getting 2, of course. That's the rich amethyst, the one that we carry only, that's that super saturated high quality. We get a lot of requests for amethyst earrings. We rarely have them. They are not $499 either. Let's take a look. I know I'm too low. I know that. I know, but I don't care. We're going to go even lower. And I'm going to make these even better than $450. They are $439. I'm literally just going to say, here's our cost. Take them if you love them. I only have one pair, though. They stay in the yellow gold. That's it. So they will be $439. Sure, take 10% extra off that. Why not? But only one pair, and you've got them? All right, those are sold. Congratulations. They are gone. And I know that is one of those that I wish we had more of. We do not. But there we go with the big, big kunzite emerald cut here. It is our big time stone. And again, some extra looks at it because obviously when we get the bird's eye look, that's one's perspective. Look straight into that stone and see something totally unique there. 112-7380 is right now. That's going to be our beautiful 1221 in that very saturated neon. The amethyst earrings are sold. Let me know who got them when you know, because we're really, again, very, very excited to have that. It's a great design, beautiful look there. So enjoy. But here we are with our biggest and best, and it's funny because it follows an amethyst. I think a lot of people might expect it is an amethyst because it has so much of the blue and the purple in addition to the pink, where kunzite normally is just pink and very light pink. Very, very light. Like the color of that graphic bar that you see on top there, that's the color you're getting in kunzite typically, that light pale pastel pink. Here's a different level entirely with the rich saturated neon of the purples and the blues and all of that. We're going to make this one incredibly affordable. I love a $49.99 price on a 1221, but it's going significantly less than that. Come on in, because as we go deeper and deeper into the show, we get busier and busier. I cannot tell you how last night, I think a lot of you missed the first 2.5 hours, and then everything sold in the last half hour. Everything I showed from 2.5 hours. Now, that's a little different tonight. We're busy from the start here. So whatever you do, do not wait. Do not think that you can call at 7:59 tonight, which is a minute before we go off the air, and say, okay, I'm going to take that, that, and that, because I've decided that's what I want. You just got to take the pieces now while they're here, because obviously we got a lot of people fighting over some very special sold out items that we've already had. This is going to be better than even $1,999, which you'd take $200 extra off that, and that's wonderful. I'm going to take it lower right now, so you're saving even more, because isn't that the whole defining what this event is about? It's not going to be $19.99. It's not $18.99. One only, that's it. Stays in the white gold. We'll size it for you. It's $1,888 in that white gold. And that means that after your 10% off, that's going to come down to $16.99 for one caller who says, yes, please, that is the best kunzite I've seen. I want to have an emerald cut, which is even tougher to get the saturated colors when you're into an emerald cut like this is. And then the segment of diamonds, which is actually a trapezoid shape of pave rounds on either side, 46 points there. All right, we'll find out who got those amethyst earrings. Well done on those. $1,888 turns into $1,699. That is a heck of a value there. Major, major moment as someone who owns a kunzite back from way back in the day, like 9 years ago when I got here. That's a color that is really significant and even more saturated than what we had a long time ago. So really the best of the best there. And then don't forget, Tanzanite emerald cut lovers, I have a 4-carat stone for you. A 4-carater is going to be coming up. In our Tanzanite emerald cut, I also have a large oval, but that's about it. in the Tanzanite. I do have an unheated stone that's rather large. We had a huge run on the unheated stones the other day. Everybody was just rapid fire requesting them. We have got one here that is beautiful, also in the emerald cut. But let me show you our gents ring. I was pretty excited to see a turquoise. You know, I love a good Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but we don't have very often a gents option. Now, I would say I'm a gal who likes a big piece of jewelry, so I wouldn't mind wearing this as a gal who, you know, really does enjoy a bigger piece of gold, but that is definitely gents or ladies. It could be either, but it's large enough to be a gent style for sure. It's 1118531. This is our big turquoise round, and it is 1.5 carats in a Sleeping Beauty best of quality turquoise out there. And you know, most of the turquoise is lovely, but it's done in a lot of Southwestern styles and, you know, a lot of sterling silver out there. Kind of nice to see it amped up with gold. And of course, really big VS diamonds to go all the way around it. It is the only gents turquoise ring we have. That is it. And we did one a long time ago, a couple years ago. It was very popular, but it was much smaller in scale. This is really not that small or a mid-size ring. Here you're getting into that large size of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and also a large size overall in the ring style. So lots to love about this one. If you are someone who really does say, I don't shy away from large gold, I want something bigger, this is going to even be bigger than the signet ring that I wear, so it's got that large scale size to it. Let's take a look at it. It's going to be our 1.5 carats. It does have a 48-point diamond weight just around the stone itself, really squared off in that halo there. And it's one only, so come on in if you like this one, because obviously it's going to go, it stays in the white gold. Let me make sure you see that great finishing on the inside. It's like waves of gold that are all going to be really meeting in the middle to create almost like a figure eight style in a way. Think of like a non-interlocking figure eight. So it's going to be very consistent, very much that large undergallery. Then we have it looking like this from a distance on the hand, so you can see what that's all about size-wise. So again, and gals, like I said, for those of you going, but that looks awkward on our hand. Well, that's because it's about 4 sizes too big for me. It's no problem to size it down to make it a ladies piece or a gents piece or whatever you need in ring size. So don't let that deter you. We are still sizing for you when we can, which is most everything. So there it is in the white gold. Great look, a great contrast with that true robin's egg blue you have with the turquoise. It's back up close, and we're going to make this one, well, the $49.99's got to go. So we'll make it a lot easier, a lot better. Just call me. It's going to be a huge moment for those of you that really want to have something nice and large, really, again, very handsome. I love the quilting style as well. That's something that I know a lot of us ladies love when it's in accessories and leather goods and things like that. If it's in a, I'm someone who, let's forget about just, you know, accessories and think about, you know, what that costs if you see that detail of embroidery in a beautiful upholstery in a really exotic fine car. That's the same kind of thing, that really upgraded type of look when you've got all that crisscrossing, whether it's stitching or rather if it's upholstery. It's a really, it tends to be always synonymous when you see that quilted design. It really tends to be synonymous with status. It looks very high end. And so to add that to a piece of gold jewelry with a turquoise is extra special. Let's make it, you know what, I'll just go freewheeling here. I'm not going to do $19.99. It's about as affordable as our gents rings get. Let's go lower than that. Come on in if you have a request. Do not be shy about requests. We're here to help you. This is like my dream show as far as merchandise goes. So it's a very, very special night ahead. And I think we've seen some beauties so far. Take advantage of them. Let's make this better than 19. Okay, gents rings don't do that. We know that about our gents rings. If you've ever watched gents jewelry before, you know that. We understand that. Remember, the more you spend, the more you save, but I'll take any savings you can get. But I think it should be said that what I'm doing to get you off that normal price, we could have just put that up at $49.99, said take $500 off. You pay $4,500 and I think you're satisfied. Instead, it is about a mission. I'm on a mission to do multiple rounds of discounting for you. So it's not one discount. It's not 2 discounts. It's taking what it would cost today. It's literally taking it to a price that it cost years ago to make, because this one was made years ago, and then reducing that. And then just for good measure, giving you an extra 10% off once you pick up the phone and dial in and say it's mine. So it's not a time to sit back and say, I wonder if maybe it'll be better someday. I don't think so, guys. And I'm not an expert, and I'm not an expert in like psychic stuff. I'm a little psychic, I will say. But again, I'm not psychic enough to do it as a profession. But I will tell you, I am a really diligent researcher, and I do my due diligence when it comes to knowing my trade and knowing my craft and reading about it every single day and talking to all the powers that be in the world. And I got to say, I don't think gold's slowing down. So it could be, not too long before before we're seeing $4,000 and $5,000 an ounce. That's what everyone in the trade agrees on. So it's not getting any better. And when we start taking prices from years and years ago and dropping those, this is why you shop this very special event. It's not even 19, 18, 17. Tell me, Jason, if you'd like it, because it is not going to be even. 17, thank you so much. $17.99, I'll go lower. Let's make it even better. I'll make it $16.99 plus your discount. And then you get about $170 off that. So it's even better, more affordable. Vicki, we've got your request coming up. I like your style, Vicki. This is a great looking designer piece that we'll show you next. And this is our last look at our white gold only men's Sleeping Beauty turquoise. The only one that, again, still can be a lady's ring, but large enough to be a men's piece with all that incredible gold it has, the finishing on the inside, and just, again, only in the white gold. There's that finishing once again. You see that quilted design going halfway down the sides, the big diamonds all the way framing your turquoise, and only $16.99, but you get an extra $170 off that. So it's a huge value there. And then let's get to, hi, Vicki. Thank you so much for giving us our first request of the night. Thank you on the turquoise. That is gone. Enjoy. And then here we go. This is true, honest to goodness Indicolite. Fun that it's following it to a turquoise, because in Indicolite, there's too many out there that are really green tourmalines that other people will just call Indicolite because it sounds better because it's more exotic. That's not what we're doing here. This is really, and you know me, I'm very particular. I come not from a sales background. I never dreamt of selling anything in my life. Never aspired to be in the sales world at all. I was a journalist and still consider myself a journalist, because this is really, even though I'm not sitting at a desk reporting hard news every day like I used to do, or standing in locker rooms interviewing athletes post-game like I used to do, I'm here offering great jewelry, but I still, that journalistic integrity that has always been so important to me from an age of 13 on is really still the foundation of my hosting, I would say, my hosting style. So that's really important. And 1128037 is the ad number on this true Indicolite. So again, I am always up here correcting things that if the system saw it as one way, I will let you know. Usually they're green tourmalines that if they have a little bit of blue, they're called Indicolite. I won't prove that. This is a true, honest to goodness Indicolite. And the reason that's such a big deal is it's a whole different rarity level. To get a true blue tourmaline, that's different than a green. Greens are much more commonplace. The true blues are tough. Then it's all about getting the quality of that blue, having it be clean and bright like this one is, so that it's not overly saturated. That's what you're getting in this carat 20 cushion cut square, but also the beautiful way that it's got 45 points in diamonds scattered among this really very Art Nouveau look with this bark texture detail that you have around it. And we have one. I do want to show you the length here from a distance on the hand, then we'll show it on the neckline for you also, so you can see what this will look like. And then Vicki, please hop on the phone lines if this is one that you are interested in. Does have that diamond up top on the bail, and then the platinum piece, which is going to be 1 3/4 inches. I will show you that measurement here very quickly just to confirm that. There it is, 1 3/4 inches top to bottom, and that's done in platinum but with a really cool texture. So the texture is done thanks to, again, having that, I call it a bark texture, and it really is, but that texture is done by really, again, using more of the metal. So really carving away at that metal to make that unique texture. Let's take a look at it here up close and get you a great value on this one only, and that's the finishing on the inside. So just as beautifully finished on the inside as the out. And we're going to do that one for, oh, huge discount. Let's make it $16.99 as well. Then you got your extra 10% off, just like we saw in our gents piece a minute ago. And that one will end up being only $15.29 and change. So that is a special request. One only stays in the platinum, of course. Yes. You got it. Thank you so much, Vicki. Enjoy. So that one's gone. Now look at this, a specialty gem of the sea here. This is really the diamond of the sea, but to be honest, it's a lot more rare than diamonds ever will be, no matter how good your diamond is. It's 1127964. It is our Tahitian pearl. It is a really very stately, I'm always saying, because, you know, most of the Tahitian pearls are more silvery or gray, and I find those very luxe, and they're very pretty. They look very, you know, elegant and classy. But really, when you're getting down to the quality of a pearl, we judge pearls like we do diamonds. We judge them on several different factors. You don't just look at one thing out the starting gate. You have to look at the size of the pearl, the shape of the pearl. Is it round or is it off round? Is it more oval? Is it baroque, where it's got those kind of, you know, dips all the way through in this weird potato shape? Those can be beautiful, no doubt about it. But what you want if you're looking for quality is perfectly round. You want a big size. This is 13.5 millimeters. It's about as large as they get. You get 22 points in diamonds. The diamonds are on either side. They're very large individual diamonds that you're getting. So take a look at it. We've got one. It's going to go very quickly, I have a feeling, because, well, it's our Tahitian with the greens and the purples. And that's what you want it to look like. You want it to have a little bit of those rainbow elements of colors. And again, this is harsh light for a pearl to look its best, but you're seeing those emerald greens, and it looks like a coating, but it's not. That's naturally how the mollusk made it. So well done to the mollusk. Those are pear-shaped diamonds and white diamonds going either direction, flanking the sides with a very heavy platinum setting to that band, and that is one only. So definitely call me. And I love when a pearl piece is set the right way, because sometimes the prongs, it's very challenging. The bigger the pearl, it's very challenging to set it in a secure and beautiful way, because again, it's got to be functional, but it's also got to be fashionable. And really, again, we don't want it to be looking utilitarian or take away from that pearl. Yes. Really? Oh, and I'm so glad. And she got a better deal today, right? Vicki, thank you so much for your kind words. I'm so glad you got it. Thank you for asking for your request. I encourage everybody to do that. She said she loved that piece from the very first time she ever saw it, and now she got a better deal and a bigger discount. So that's wonderful. That's the idea, and that's what this event is about. And we've got one of a kinds for you. So this stays in the platinum. We'll size it 13.5. Remember, that's an 11-point pear-shaped diamond on either side, and we've got one only. Let me try it on so you can see, how does 13.5 millimeters translate when it's on the hand? Well, there it is. And look at how perfectly round from every single perspective. If someone's not showing you a pearl from the sides and from the profile, how do you know if it's really truly round? This is a round pearl, all naturally grown within an organic, so it's an organic gem because it's grown within a living organism. That's super important, and yet you still see the greens and the purples and these indigo violets coming through. And it is no longer going to be $69.99. Now, I think that a lot of people think, well, it's just a pearl with two big diamonds. That's one of the most valuable pieces I will show you tonight in this show. And keep in mind, I have a 4-carat demantoid. I have a 5-carat diamond bangle. Yet this is up there in the status of really what's high-end and valuable here tonight. This is way up there as one of our best, because Tahitian pearls are not easy. I think a lot of people get caught up in the fact that it's a pearl, so they think about white pearls. White pearls are rather affordable. They're pretty basic to get. They don't come in big sizes very often, and they're really kind of everywhere. It's a different animal completely. It's a different literal animal, a mollusk, if you will, that produces these black pearls. So it's not just everything that can produce a pearl like that. So we've got the piece going down below 2,000. So from 7 to 2, 5,000 saved. It's going lower than that. It's not 2, it's not 1,500. Now I'm just in giveaway mode, and that's really what this entire event is about. Giving away jewelry. I told you, it's cellular melted. That's literally what we're doing, but you know what? Everything should go, and it's practically free because you're paying for the labor in these pieces, not something else. And Brenda, it's not the Panther you're looking for, I can tell you that. So Brenda just reached out and said, email me if you see a Panther. It's not that Panther, Brenda, but I will show it soon. And thank you so much for your kindness, Brenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your words. Let's make this better than $15 or $14.99. We have a lot of people already on the phone lines because it's too low. Everything I can tell you is too low. It could also be called the too low show, because again, everything's going too low in the price tag. This is $1,399, and your 10% off is going to make it $1,259 at checkout. So that is the only Tahitian pearl of the show tonight, and really they don't get better than that. I know we don't have larger than that in the house any longer, and if you want to see our museum demantoid, let me know. We got a nearly 4-carat Namibian stone in a fancy trillion. I have the 5-carat 4-row bangle that's here. It's amazing. And then my favorite Panther of all time that we've ever brought, and we've brought many at this point. I've probably had 100 different Panthers in jewelry on this show lately, and this is the one that I still cannot believe. It just needs a discount probably, that's all. It's high-end, no doubt about it. Yes, let me know if you like the Tahitian pearl. That is a one only. Okay, let's keep moving. We got this Panther. It's more than the typical Panther with like a couple points in diamonds. This is going all out. And then, oh yeah, this is my favorite one we've ever had by far. It's this really wide band that sweeps around, gives you the bypass element. Some of the more, I would say he's not that menacing. He looks very friendly but fierce. I like that, friendly but fierce in a fashion way, not fierce in a mean way. You know, fierce is something, I can have a lot of definitions. We want the fierce fashion kind, right? 1125063, like it's a compliment if someone says you look fierce. That doesn't mean you look mean or aggressive. It means you look hot. So that's what we have with this one. It's our fierce Panther. 10 points in emerald eyes. Those are big emeralds, actually. They look bigger than that. They're really cool cuts. And then you've got the little bit of onyx in the nose. So that's very distinctive, really makes that pop. You see all the features of the facial features. They're really just defined. And, you know, sometimes Panthers can be, I mean, think think about it, it's a lot of detail to put in a ring in a fairly small surface area. So it has to be done right. And then of course you have that big sweep of that wider band, which altogether is 227 in diamonds. That's a whole lot going on in the diamond weight. So we love that too. And this is going to be, oh yeah, one only, and it's all done in the solid 18 karat white or yellow gold. So that just gives it the richness with the emeralds, the onyx, everything stands out so well. And yet look at this on the hand. And of course it's gonna have that wraparound design. So you see here, oh yeah, those diamonds go about 3/4 of the way down that side, leading all the way up. I like that they're not actually, they're a little more organized. Sometimes we'll see them more like polka dots. This is really like rows and rows of diamonds. There you can see that beautiful, I love the little features. They did a little enameling there as well to give it a little detail in the mouth there. And then here it is. That is the look of it. Obviously a couple ways to wear it, facing in or out, but that's one way I like to have you guys see the facial features at home there, the way it's wrapping around, but this is the other way you can wear it. And of course, really nice way it glides onto the hand. And so this is a cool piece. And I think it just needs a discount. Probably would be long gone if it were under $17,000 already, but now we're taking $16,999, making it a lot easier. And how many rings do we see here that have 227 in diamonds? There aren't many. I have hundreds of pieces on the air every night with you. Well, daytimes, night times, just depending on what day it is. Sometimes it's late night, sometimes it's morning. Point is, I'm showing you a lot of jewelry every single day. We rarely see 2 carats plus in diamonds in one piece, whether that's a bangle, a necklace, or a ring like you're seeing here. So here's a huge value. First caller takes it. This is going to be our lowest price ever. Everything is. So you will never see a price lower than it's on the air for tonight, but also then just to make sure that we understand how low a price it is, we're giving you that extra discount. So please don't wait. It's not going to be even $69.99. We got a better value for you tonight, and it goes even less than $69, $59, $49, $39. This is one that you need to have. If you love these really cool couture level designer pieces, it's here. It's happening now. We only have the one. That's it, guys. It's a really crucial moment because you know we don't have any other Panthers like that. I've got other Panthers, but they don't look anything like this. They don't have anywhere near this diamond weight or those big emerald eyes. Usually it's just a little teeny tiny little diamond in the eye. We went with the big bright green eyes there that are really cool, almost like a tumbled cut there. Like not quite a cabochon, but like a really beautiful tumbled cut there to really give it some depth. I'm going to make that one $2,999. You got $300 extra to save as well. So it'll be $26.99 on our very fierce feline right there. That is a good one. Don't forget about the Tahitian pearl, the 13.5 millimeter. Also the link style ring, the green tourmaline, the sapphire bangle. Got too much jewelry here. And remember, if you like our paw piece from earlier, we had the simple paw. If you want to have more you know, cutesy animal jewelry, we go with the paw in the yellow diamonds. Also have our big pink diamond here. A huge unheated all natural bicolor Tanzanite is here. And we have a gold quartz that has been marked down, and our teddy bear ring, and one turquoise necklace, because you know ever since we had that gents turquoise, there have been some questions about, okay, so what do you have for the ladies in a turquoise piece? I'll show it to you next. So this Panther piece is just my favorite of the whole darn show. I love that one. So again, it's a little high end. It's a little bit bigger than most that we do, but that is really well done. And there, of course, is all your finishing. Stays in the yellow gold. It'll be $26.99 at checkout. Let's go to the hand here for 1115309. This is turquoise, and let me just go ahead and situate it here at the right angle so you can see it. Very large turquoise, set in rose gold and white gold for the chain. This would be 5309. It's going to give you a 343 Sleeping Beauty turquoise east to west set. That's an awfully large oval. 23 points in pink diamonds. That includes the halo that's immediately around the turquoise, but it also includes the two larger pink diamonds that are about 1.5 inches away from the center on either direction. So what a beautiful style this is. Let's throw in some adjustability so that it's giftable ready. You see that there, the lobster claw closure, which is premium. Lobster claw clasp, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. That is a beautiful turquoise, isn't it? And then let's take a look at it on the neckline for you as well. So you can see, the stone that goes with everything. I wouldn't say that about every stone. I think that certain stones just lend themselves to every single day wear because they look good no matter what you're wearing. I'm in the most pastel of blue possible, like a sky blue, aqua blue, and yet look at how that turquoise still jumps. You've got the pink diamonds around it. I'm going to show it up close as well because I want you to see that. It's not often you see pink diamonds and turquoise together. We've done it in a ring once before, but look at this. And then I'll make sure we bring those other pink diamonds that are bezel set forward so you can see what those are all about as well, because that's just that little extra, just tying all the rose gold and pink diamonds of the halo together there, and then it stays as is. So you're going to have that rose and that white gold as one beautiful complete necklace. There's your other pink diamond, and this will be just one collar. And you know what? I think you might remember this. Remember way back when it was $38.88? Got a better value. Isn't that the whole theme of this event? Bigger, better value. And so far, I'm shopping 3 items that we've already put up that if they're not gone by 8 o'clock Pacific time tonight, I'm shopping them. This is where now, and I don't get to take 10% off, obviously. I don't get to. I'm the employer, so I don't get to do that. But again, still the great values that we're offering. So take advantage, because when you have the employees shopping the sale, that means really, really good discounts. And we don't want you to miss out, because everybody loves to save money, and doing it on fine jewelry, not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do right now. So here's your way to get turquoise, that beautiful bright stone. Cabochon tends to look bigger than it weighs, so what's already a 3.5 carat size is going to look a lot larger when it's on. Take a look at that. We will blow it out. That's what we're here to do. Am I right? We need a collar. We do. We need one collar. Have faith. Have faith. In Lolo we trust. And when Lolo's got the low prices, plus you're going to take it extra, 10% off, that means something really important is going on. You need to take advantage, because we've got one of everything. I'll make this one, you know, I don't love this whole $38.88 deal. I know it's got pink diamonds. This is the luxury behind it. That's why I could bring you turquoise every day. But it's usually going to be what? Yellow gold, white diamonds, yellow gold, white diamonds, yellow gold. It's so different to see it in the rose and the white together like this, and to bring that with pink diamonds, really amp that up. You're getting a 1/4 carat almost in pink diamonds that are natural. That's really a really big extra plus. And we're going to do this one for $999. Make it $899 at checkout, and it's all yours for the big turquoise. And I will check for you, Brenda. Let me see if we can go in the back and get you any other Panther pieces. That, I knew that was a little bit large for what you're looking for, but I do have, we've been shopping together a long time, so I know what everyone's looking for. But I will see if we have anything else that we can bring out for you. But definitely for anybody who wants that big diamond weight and that Panther, it's still available. We have the demantoid coming up. This is the turquoise with pink diamonds. So again, really taking a beautiful rare stone as it is, and then setting it up another level. Now, if you want a large pink diamond as the showcase piece, I have that too. I have a very large 21 pink diamond here, 21 pointer. That is almost a 1/4 carat in a pink. You don't see that every day. So we do have that as well coming your way. So let me know on the turquoise. Here's the one big pink diamond. That's the 21 point marquise in the middle, built in the bridge mounting, 2 tones of gold around it. Here's the big bangle. I have got to put that on. The big 470 diamond bangle, a 4-row style. We have not had a bangle any larger than this when it comes to gold or diamond weight alike. So we've got a huge value on that one as well. Looking forward to it. Here's what it looks like on the wrist. I think that we've got some lovers of diamonds out there. I know we do. Here is a great way to get a bangle. We already had the sapphire piece, which I'm going to put back on till that goes. But look at that bangle on the wrist there. That's a nice big size. And I'm actually going to get you a measurement on the width of the bangle. 4 complete rows. One only. These are like, it's kind of like a sample sale. And at first I wanted to call it that because a lot of the pieces have never been on the air. But then we decided, no, we're going to bring out the classics as well. We're going to bring out the pieces you request. We're going to bring out everything. But that's really what tonight is. It's a lot of these sample pieces that have been, again, pieces that we made once that we only made one of. And they just got really out there in price. So we don't tend to give them a lot of airtime because they were just a little bit, you know, higher end overall. But that's how that bangle works. Hinged on the side. Insert closure, which makes it so easy for the average size, 6.5 to 7.5. Let's show it up close. I'm going to move the turquoise aside, bring out the bangle, and then give you the incredible value you want to see on our largest by far. 4 carat 70. The item number is 1112859 in our fabulous 470 in diamonds. Yep, 4 rows all together. It's the largest we have, the largest we do. You've got quite a look there, and we will make this affordable for what that is. That's also a lot of gold. We talked about this earlier when we had our sapphire piece, how difficult it is to make larger bangles. These are not little open baskets or links. You have a solid platform of gold all the way underneath that bangle. So that's not easy to do. And it doesn't require a little of gold. It requires a ton of gold when you're actually creating something that is still going to work for your 7.5 inch wrist all the way on down to a 6.5 inch wrist. And of course, all those diamonds, thanks to it not being round, this is not a slip-on style. The reason we put that extra workmanship into, it would be easier to just make it one ongoing oval where there was no clasp, no hinge, because that would be easier, but that's a slip-on style. And the deal with that is then you're putting it over the hand. That creates problems because everyone's knuckles a different size, and then they have to be really big, and then they sit usually up here. With a hinge style bangle, there's more effort and workmanship that goes into it, of course, but you have the way that, first of all, it's going to keep those diamonds always up top, so all you ever see are diamonds, and then it keeps everything even, and then it's really structured, and it's really easy to put on. And you never need to worry about, is it going to go over the knuckles? Is it going to go over the hand? It's just, it couldn't be simpler. And it stays in the yellow gold here. Take a look at it. We only have this one, and it's our 470. And yep, one in yellow gold for the average size. So yes, it's got to work in the yellow. It's got to be your favorite gold color, and it looks great. Notice how you don't see, when you see it right from up front, you don't see any of the gold because of the way the diamonds are set together so beautifully. But yellow gold in the back, yellow gold on the inside, hinges, and of course tapers a little bit. Otherwise, again, it would be a little uncomfortable probably to wear. And a huge amount of gold, and one only. Nobody on the lines yet for that one? Well, that's okay. It started out, and I kid you not, this started at $23,999, and that was years ago. Years. You know it was because the old item number, 111, we haven't even had 111 prefixes in a couple years. The early 111s, like the 2000, that was 2,859 items in to, guess what, the day the show started. So that was probably, if my estimation is correct, that was probably about 8 years ago when that bangle was made. 8 years. A lot of you weren't even around here at TVON then. You probably found us since then. So here's the deal. All that pricing at $23,999, that applies to gold pricing that was umpteen years ago, 8 years ago. Now you would spend more. We've got 470 in what? Not lab grown, not faux, not simulated, not lookalikes, the real deal VS diamonds, all the way through the top of that bangle. And now it's going to be even better than 23,000. We're going ultimately low. We got 1 minute till hour number 2 kicks off. It leaves us with only 2 hours left on our Thursday night. And here is your chance right now to steal it. I'm showing it early for a reason. Most people don't join us till 7 o'clock because for all those years we've been around, that's when we used to start the show. Not everybody is comfortable with that schedule yet. So here's what, myself included, I'm right there with you, so I get it, guys. But here's the thing. That's why these pieces come out early. These are the ones that if I waited till 7 o'clock Pacific time, there's fights over it. There's not going to be enough to go around for everybody that wants one. You guys get the early bird specials. You get a chance to own something really unique, something we have not seen on the air in years, and it's not going to be $10,000. We got 30 seconds till our top of the hour. That's it. It's not going to be 10 or 9 or 8 or 7. This is almost 5 carats in diamonds, a ton of gold, yellow gold only. Take it if you love it. You will absolutely adore it, and if you're like me and you don't shy away from diamonds, you're wearing it every day. At least that's what I hope. I hope you will wear that every day. I hope that's a piece you just live in. Live in luxury. That's what I always say, live in luxury, because what are we waiting for, right? Life is not a dress rehearsal. Let's live in luxury. Live in what you love. Live in the best quality that makes you feel good and look amazing. And let's not even do $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000. It's $49.99 for one caller. It's an instant $500 extra off. I don't know about you, but I'd love to go to my favorite place to shop and say, I just want to save $500 today. You got anything for me? Got a deal? Could I be like the lucky billionth caller, billionth customer, and I could just come in and save $500? That's what you're doing, but on everything we're bringing tonight. And here is hour number 2, already up and running. So final 2 hours of our Thursday night together. That's the bangle that it is obviously the all-out, go all-out, major diamond diva bracelet, but that is going to be $44.99 if you'd like to have it. Tanzanite is coming up. The yellow diamond special of a lifetime is coming up. And then we have, oh yeah, white pearl, white diamonds, men's Paraíba, beautiful unheated tanzanites, ruby designer pieces, a cross bangle that matches the cross ring. That's the sideways design that we sold out of on, I believe it was day 1 of this event. So the sideways cross bangle is here, and still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pieces from this first hour. 2, 4, yep, we got all these pieces from the first hour. So that means, and it's not the pricing that's the problem, and it certainly wasn't the items. It just means that you guys got first dibs. So if you're just tuning in and joining us, we've got a few pieces left. If you're catching up with what you missed, if you've been busy at work, or you just got home, or you just wrapped up dinner with the family, and now you're ready to have some me time and some shopping time, welcome on in. It's TVON on a Thursday night. I'm so glad you're with us here. It is a special cellular melted event. 2 more hours left tonight. I've got a few pieces left, including a lot of my faves are here. This is really an all-star show tonight. Some of our best of museum. It doesn't mean expensive. We've already had $400 earrings that are gone. We've already had a really cool opal that was $600. So really amazing values here. But if there is anything you want to ask about, please use that phone number. I don't ever harp on the phone number because guess what? I know we all know how to read. So you see it there, but I want you to use it. Today, I want you to pick up your phone and call that number because there's probably something you've seen before that you are thinking about or wanting to add to your collection. And I want to make sure in these last few hours of this event that we have that we can bring it to you because we want to give you 10% off. We really do. So this is the time. And if you're sitting back waiting for me to show you the perfect piece, well, we only get 2 hours. I can't show you all of the inventory in the next 2 hours tonight, but I'm going to try. And we've got a yellow diamond to kick it off that is only the icon of all yellow diamond rings, the most high-end we do in a yellow diamond ring, which is coming up to kick off hour number 2. And then I want to hear from you for your requests. Anything you can think of. Now, it may not be here, but it's worth a call to ask so we can find out and tell you right away if your piece is here or not. We're going to show you the big yellow diamond. There's our bangle. It's going off to the side. Again, one last look at that. It's amazing. And then here comes the yellow diamond that started it all. It's the yellow diamond. They say the piece that launched 1,000 ships. Well, this is really truly when we had, and believe it or not, there was a time and an era here at TVON where we'd been broadcasting and selling great jewelry and luxury stones and exotic gems and diamonds for a long time. And none of that included yellow diamonds. None of it included yellow, pink, green, chameleon blues, nothing. No fawns, no nothing. There was a time when we didn't have exotic natural colors of diamonds. That changed about 6.5 years ago. And now we're going back to that. Not because, oh, nobody wants them and we're over it and they're not popular. Quite the contrary. They're the most popular stone we bring besides blue wing block Ds. It's the Tanzanites and the yellow diamonds that are neck and neck as the most popular requested pieces we have. The deal is this, I can't responsibly bring you yellow diamonds anymore for the reason that the wholesale price to get more of them is so darn astronomical. I cannot provide you the values any longer. We've gotten very used to, very accustomed to some really just truly amazing values. I can't bring those anymore. That same yellow diamond that's sitting amongst 2 carats in white diamonds, it's a 101. That same diamond, size, quality out in the wholesale world right now is over $18,000. Actually, it's going up the next time we see a trade show, which is going to be coming up in June. So we got another 6 weeks till our next big trade show. It's going to be JCK in Las Vegas. I'll be there. Come see me with my own booth for the first time. I'm very excited. I get to launch something very special at JCK this year, so I'm really excited about it. But I've got to say that those same diamonds we've been seeing go up every month by thousands, that's what it costs us too. We would love to bring you a wholesale deal, but the wholesale prices are literally 10 and 12 times what we sell them on the air for. And that's going up. So let me just say, if there is anybody out there tonight within the sound of my voice that is looking for a yellow diamond of a big size and you're not ready to go faux, and everyone's telling you to go faux, but you're going, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Is that going to have any value at the end of the day? Do I really want a synthetic stone? What if I could find a deal on the real thing? What if I could find basically the best in the world, but at a price better than synthetic? That's what we do. That is what we do. Welcome to TVON. That's what we offer. And I know you guys have seen synthetic diamonds out there probably today for more money than what we sell the best VS diamonds in the world for. I know you have. So here's our yellow diamond. And going forward, we're not going to be bringing them any longer because there's no way to continue to bring you the values you've grown accustomed to. It's that simple. So here is item number 1125116, and I'm really excited that we have this for you. It is a 101 cushion cut square VS yellow diamond, again, natural. Brilliant cut. Then you have 196 in the white diamonds around it. Way back when we had our first yellow diamond ever, I was standing right here on a Sunday morning, way back when. And gosh, that was now at this point 2018. It was like springtime of 2018. And that same ring, that one right there, the one you're looking at, was how we launched our yellow diamond collection. Well, that day 7 years ago, I had it, and I'll never forget it. It was $6,500 even, $6,500. It wasn't $64.99, it was $6,500. And there was obviously a lot of pomp and circumstance surrounding it, the big debut. It was where a lot of you were looking forward to it. You'd asked for us for years to bring yellow diamonds. We finally did. It was in this mounting, and that was 7 years ago for $6,500. Is it not a blessing that we can bring this tonight, today? Last time I looked, it was April 17th, I want to say. and that's 2025. And it's better than $6,500 when that same darn diamond last month in Hong Kong was $18,000 by itself. No 2 carats in diamonds around it, in a plastic bag by itself, just that 1 carat cushion cut square. I know the guy. I can give you his name and email. You can look him up online. He's a great diamond dealer. He's one of the best. He's really one of the only ones now that has yellow diamonds that he's actually still selling. But $18,000, it went up from, it was less in February in the Tucson show. Then he went to Hong Kong, and that was back, of course, in March. That was when it went to 18. The projections are, by the time JCK's rolls around, it's going to be over $22,000 for one individual 1 carat yellow diamond. Why spend that if you don't need to? It's the big dilemma. Why spend that if you don't need to? We're going to give you value right here, right now, and give you an extra 10% off. So let me know if you like it, because that's the one you get, and it's just fabulous in every way. It stays in the white gold with just a little bit of yellow gold to set the yellow diamond. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and let's get this one out the door, shall we? It's not even $6,500, which again, 7 years ago this month. Well, actually, it was 7 years ago in a month. I think it was March. I had our first ever. And now it's going lower than where it was 7 years ago. That makes no sense. Call me. We have nobody on the phone lines. That will change. That will change in a very important way. And all you can do is give yourself a chance. And listen, I'm not offended if you want to call in and then hang up immediately thereafter. If the price doesn't work for you, the price doesn't work for you. I get that. We all have different budgets and we all have different needs. And, you know, we're all looking for different things. But my goal is to, for anybody who's got yellow diamonds on the radar, we need to find a way. And we have found a way. And this cellular melted deal, I'd love to melt it down, but let's face it, that's not going to be a reality. That's not going to be the position we're in the next couple of minutes, if that. It's not 65, it's not 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. We are going the opposite way of the rest of the world, and don't we love that? Giving you a better value, and there's 2 carats in diamonds on the sides, big ones too. Those are fine white diamonds as well. VS white diamonds completely surrounding it. You're getting 2 carats 97 in diamonds. If that were just all white diamonds in a little band, that would be more than $4,000. We're taking the entire piece with the big yellow in the center as it is. I'll size it for you. We'll ship it to you as well. That piece is going lower than $4,000 tonight. Call me. You will never, ever, ever regret the day you pick out a yellow diamond when it's this price tag especially. It's even better than $4,000 or $39.99. Please come on in early. I don't want you to miss it on account of being a little bit late on the phone lines. Best to put yourself there, put yourself at the front of the line, be able to say yes immediately, if not sooner, because it's not even $3,500. Just one beautiful look, almost 3 carats overall. You can't beat it. $297 overall. The classic mounting. We saw this last night, by the way, with a white diamond. Well, that tells you it's classic. We had one 1 carat GIA certified white diamond. How's it set? This mounting. This is the same way that's set. So now you're just upgrading to get the yellow, which is hundreds of thousands of times more rare. And it's also going to be better than 35 or 34 or 33 or 32. Come on in. Nobody does yellow diamonds at a price like this. Not a soul. Nobody can. If people could, they probably would. You might find an opportunity here or there. Nobody can. The wholesale on these pieces, and of course, our days of offering yellow diamonds are numbered and limited because of that fact. There is no responsible way unless I go faux, meaning lab grown. If we start bringing synthesized or CZs or simulants, which we are not intending to do. So again, where else are you going to find fine jewelry these days? We are staying true to that commitment to bring you the world's best and most exotic and quality through and through, no matter what. And we are still doing that here, except at a better price than it's ever been. $32,000, $31,000, $3,000. It is not. We get more rave reviews on yellow diamonds than we even do Tanzanites. And that's saying something because our blue wing block Ds are beloved, truly beloved. They become obsessions. So do our yellow diamonds. Don't miss this on account of being late here. We're going to do it better than even $3,000. It is $29.99. I've been in the business my entire adult life now in jewelry. And I've got to say, I don't see any sterling silver with faux. There's so many lab-grown stones out there, and you literally forget about it. People do that because they can't afford the real deal. They just don't know about TVON. You can. You literally, truly can. And by the way, that's $300 extra off if you shop it during this event. So you're paying $26.99. No tax, free shipping, no tax outside of California. That's most of you. No shipping charge, no sizing charge. Operators, let me know if you've got it. It stays as is. We just need to know your ring size. That is it. And if you're not sure the ring size, guess. guess, and you can always send it back and we can size it to whatever you need. But that is the way to go for $297 overall in diamonds. That's the way to go. Do not miss out on that. Because obviously, well, they're not going to be coming back. When we sell out of our current inventory in yellow diamonds, that is gone. We don't bring any more. We're not going to be able to. We're just truly not going to, we're going to see them as an obsolete diamond. They're not going to be here on the air any longer. All right, here's a quick demantoid opportunity. We're going to go even more rare and talk about a Russian demantoid. Now, I can bring you the really, really rare Namibian, almost 4 carat, but right now I have the Russian stone here that is 65 points in the rose gold setting. It is also going to be 108 in diamonds, another big diamond weight around it. And so confirm for me that the yellow diamond is gone. Is it gone? Okay. Well, here we are looking at a 65-point Russian demantoid, 9935, starts with a 111. So another oldie but goodie here in the rose gold setting. I know we're not all into rose gold, so that's the dilemma here. But if you do, you're probably not seeing one too often with a neon Russian bright green demantoid. This one gives you that option. 65 points, carat 08. I'll make it easy. Promise you that. It's an easy deal if you can go with the rose gold. That's how it obviously stays. We're still going to size it for you. And this one will be on its way out. We're going to make it really simple. It's a $49.99 piece. We can still go to the big 4 carat Namibian stone if you'd like. And do make requests because we're already, again, it's only about an hour and 45 of our show tonight. Not a lot of time. Let's make this $1,999 instead with a $200 extra savings right there. And that would be the way to get your Russian demantoid home tonight. Then we've got the emerald cut Tanzanite. We'll do that at the bottom of this hour. That's in 15 minutes. Is the emerald cut. It's a 4 carat exactly in a beautiful Art Deco style mounting. And this one's going on the hand. Stays in the rose gold. We need to know your size. That's it. Just need to know your ring size. Stays as is. Other than that, that is one of the brightest stones you ever will see. And there's our round. $19.99 will be $17.99. And if you'd like to see the $391, it's actually where our biggest discount's going to be. We have a $391 Namibian demantoid and a fancy cut as well. So this is our round in the Russian material. Of course, the Russian material has that well-known horsetail inclusion, which is the rare instance where an inclusion makes it more valuable because it also authenticates it as Russian. And that's the OG find. That's the original source of demantoid. It's kind of like when we see Brazilian paraíbas. That is the OG. So there's always a specialty, a special nature about getting the original source. You know, it's always limited. There are only a couple sources in the world for demantoid ever, and they're all mined out essentially. But it's nice to get that really, really rare original find. And so, of course, it has that very distinctive neon bright green that we love as well. How about we upgrade to a pink diamond? We've seen a yellow. What if we go to one of our larger pink diamonds here, 112-2297? On the way next. I do have the earring jackets though. This is what the stud jacket looks like. I've got them. The reason that they're probably here so far is because it's very unique because they're actually a mix match style. So they did the Tanzanite stud on one and the tourmaline stud on the other. So not everybody's going to go for that. I get it. But if you are somebody who wants to play a little bit with a mix match style, you've got them here where, again, there's your stud on one, which is the big pink, and there's the stud on the other, which is the Tanzanite, and then you have the drop is actually removable. That's the jacket aspect of the ring, or the earring rather, and it's 112-3450. They're 18 karat white gold as well. There's one pair only. We'll get them out the door. Now there's a million ways to wear them because the stud can be worn on its own. It's got a little bit of diamonds there on the top. And then you can actually play with the jackets, go without the jackets, or on a cold day you put the jackets on. You know, no, it has nothing to do with temperature, but you get the idea. On a hot day you wear the studs by themselves. Let the studs show off, right? Sun's out, studs out. Okay, it doesn't work that way. That's not how the saying goes. It's sun's out, guns out. But here we are. That's going to be our carat, as in arms. Okay, here we go. But that's going to be the Tanzanite with the diamonds, and then you've got the drop. But you can detach them so you can make them, here's the great news. Do you have a stud at home already? Do you have an earring that has a post? Because I'm going to deconstruct one right now, and there's the stud by itself, and then look at this little spoon of a jacket. That has the 2 separate openings, so 3 rather on this one. They give you extra adjustability. So if you have a stud at home, you can put your post of your stud through that jacket and wear that tourmaline or that Tanzanite, because remember, this one's reversed. This one's where the tourmaline is the stud and the Tanzanite is the drop. and you can wear those jackets with other earrings you have. So it really is a mix and match opportunity where you can build a wardrobe. So we've got one pair, they stay in the white gold, and again, you get the backings, you get the stud, you get the drop, which is called the jacket, that then looks like it's coming like from underneath the ear. It looks like it's floating below and beneath your lobe. That's going to be one pair of earrings for $888. That's it on the really cool asymmetric design because they are mix matched. So you've got that really cool look. And again, they swap. So again, this is the Tanzanite stud on one. Here's the tourmaline stud on the other. The jacket is going to be a reverse of that. You've got the drop in the Tanzanite and the drop in the tourmaline. So beautiful way to go there. Thank you so, so much. And okay, you got it. You definitely do. That's a beautiful piece, isn't it? Great mix and match variety because, again, you can wear the studs on their own. You can wear them with the jackets, but you can also put the jackets on diamond studs you have, mandarin studs you have, ruby studs you have, whatever stud earring, even really anything. It doesn't even need to be a stud. It could be anything with a post and butterfly backing is generally going to work if you want to have that little extra drop with some color. So those are gone. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. We've got gold quartz next. So that's going to be on the way here. And those have those little silicone wrapped 18 karat gold backings. Here is one of our best gold quartz. It's item number 1125661. Again, all one of a kinds here. Let me know if there's anything you want to catch up on from earlier as well. We will have them for you. And then there we go with the gold quartz. That's a great looking double halo. 18 karat gold again. Seeing a lot of 18 karat gold on this event. A lot of platinum. This is 18K. It's going to have the 413 gold quartz with 82 points in diamonds as well. And that will be a one only, and it's in the white gold now. It'll stay in the white gold. It's got a little split shank to really anchor this larger pedestal, if you will, with the double halo, because the stone's big to start. Then you add the diamonds, so it just gets larger. Here's where you see it on. Don't forget, emerald cut Tanzanite coming up in about 10 minutes. We've got this on the hand real quick for you. There's the gold quartz. And so it's going to stay. We usually see them in the yellow. It's kind of nice to see it matching with the diamonds instead this time around with the double halo. 82 points, 413. Again, it's got to stay in the white gold. But other than that, let me know your ring size. We'll make it easy for you. And that's a nice heavy band right there. We'll do that one for, you know what, skip $69.99. It's got a lot of 24 karat gold. That's why this one's a little higher end, because most of that quartz has gold running through it. You see, there's a lot more gold than there is quartz. And that's 24 karat pure gold, the way it's found in nature. Then we have to alloy it to make it into jewelry, because 24 karat gold is soft, but you don't need to worry about that when it's actually inside of a quartz gem like this is. And we're going to make it only $1888. First caller, that's it. $1888, one only there, stays in the white, but we will get you a really, really special discount of another $188.80 off. So that'll be $16.99 at checkout for you. So a beautiful way to go. And again, take that 10% off discount, apply it to anything in our inventory. Tell us what your requests are. We have yet to get a request tonight, except for the Indicolite, which of course what happened, brought it out, sold it. So that's what I'd like you to do as well. If there's anything you're already thinking about from the collection, we do have the sideways cross bangle for a last look ever in white gold or yellow gold coming up in just a little bit. We do have that on the way. Plus we do have diamond stiletto drop earrings. They're gorgeous and they're very long. They're the longest ones we do, but it would definitely be right after following that yellow diamond, and it's very, very quick sellout. We've got this gorgeous pink. A marquise, which is a rare cut. Gold quartz is here. I'm just going to keep on moving. You rely on your operators to let you know if something's still here. And this is really wild, isn't it? A beautiful 2297 item number. It's 1122297. It's our marquise cut natural. Once again, I have to emphasize that, and I'm sorry to be repetitive. I hate being repetitive, except the fact is so many other people right now are selling things that are lookalikes to diamonds that have nothing to do with mined from the earth. Nothing. And that's really, it's going to be more and more of a struggle ever in the jewelry world for everybody. Whether you're selling faux, whether you're selling the real deal. But for those of us that really want to commit, as we have, to find quality and real gems and natural diamonds, it's something we have to continue, because we have new shoppers that are assuming now everything on TV is faux, and it's not, because there are very few people doing what we do at this point. And this is not just a natural diamond, it's a pink diamond. So it is one of the rarest colors that can ever be found and mined from the earth. And actually they're just about gone, because the Argyle mine shut down a couple years ago. That was the most prolific source for good quality pink diamonds. And I'm not going to bring a pink diamond unless it's quality. That's the truth. So it doesn't leave us with much left to bring you. 21 points is the center, 35 points of additional pinks, because that's two more halos and the diamond band that goes down the middle. in the pinks and all the way runs through. That gives it that bridge element. 69 points in white diamonds as well. So over a full carat on the sides. And yet this is going to be a remarkable value. There is only one. It does stay in the rose and the white gold, which I think is how you want your pink and your white diamonds. Usually we see that. Pink diamond set in the rose, white diamond set in the white, looks great together. You mix and match it, it really shows off. But there's a better value right now than ever before. It's got a $79.99, should be price tag today. If this didn't say sell it or melt it sale on the bottom of your screen, that's an $8,000 ring with no discount. It's a whole different deal right now. Please call early, one only, and we have ceased. You know how I just told you we're not going to see yellow diamonds going forward? Because once the current inventory of yellow diamonds sells out, we cannot bring you any more. And we could, they would just be a whole different price. So we're not going to do that. Can you imagine if I showed that same diamond ring? If that cost us today $30,000 on the air, would I be responsible showing that to you after I just sold one for $26.99? Would anyone buy that if it was $32,000 or $30,000? Probably not. So it just means we're not going to see those going forward. Same with the pinks. The pinks are even more scarce though. They're far more rare. That's why we don't, that's a huge size to get in a 21-point pink. So that's unusual. It's not $79.99. Watch this price tag take a tumble. And again, only one. When it's gone, it's gone. Give me a call if you'd like to have it. Always pays to be on the phone lines early. Some of our shoppers have found out the hard way in the last week or two of this event. So here's your chance right now. $79, it will not be. $69, $59, $49, $39. What can we do to make the pink diamond deal of a lifetime? Well, it's really easy. Go lower than it's ever been. Oh, we checked that box. That's already happened. And continue to go lower until it sells. And there's nothing quite like a big pink diamond like this size. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Again, I only have one. And then the next size up would be our 102, which is great, but it's $70,000. So there's a lot of people that might scoff at that and go, yeah, $70,000. I mean, it's a great deal for a 1 carat plus natural yellow or natural pink. But here's the problem. There are no more pinks going forward. The same thing's happening. If the yellows are going up like crazy, you can imagine what's going on with the more rare pinks. So this is the way to go. It's not $39.99. And what a beautiful way to get a fancy cut, which elongates it so you get a bigger look than what it even weighs. A 1/4 carat or nearly a 1/4 carat like this is a very unusual size to get in the pink diamond arena. And we're going to make this better than even 35 or 34 or 33 or 32. This is, everything's got to go. You got to understand, it's last time on the air. I get one chance to present every piece of jewelry in existence on the air. One chance, one more time, that everything can be on the air. They either sell to one of you or they get melted down. So there's no second day, there's no extra opportunity, there's no call me tomorrow and we can show it again. This is it. So we are doing what we can. And you see these values, the values are dropping to all-time lows because of that. We would rather, do not get me wrong, we are looking for ways to make jewelry affordable and continue to make fine jewelry affordable by melting down gold so we don't have to pay today's gold price. That's going to help us all. But I would much rather get these pieces out. These are finished pieces that are lovely and rare and specialty. So I'd rather see all that time and effort that's gone into them, get them to one of your homes, especially with these new drops in prices. And this will not be 32. Let's make it $2,999. I've got an entire wheel of discounts coming up next for you. On the way, we are going to get to bracelets and earrings and pendants and hopefully your requests. We've only had one so far. We're looking for more of those. So if you have a request, I kid you not, the first few weeks of this event, I had literally requests from 1 hour before the show started to 1 hour after the show ended. It was basically 5 hours of non-stop requests. I hope that means you've gotten what you love. If you haven't yet, or just are newer to the event, or you've been busy and spring break's been happening and you're ready to settle into some great jewelry, here's your chance to make your request before this event ends. So let's get to our wheel. That's $26.99. So essentially, we're doing that for the same price as the yellow when the pinks are far more rare, and that's still a really, really big size to get. And then we do have an aqua. Let me just flash the big aqua. You let me know if this is of interest to anybody out there. Big blue barrel. Look at that aqua. Looking like a blue diamond, but I would never be able to show you a 6 carat and a 1/3 blue diamond. So maybe you go with aqua instead. It's a beauty. And then we've got this natural bicolored Tanzanite. It's the unheated version of Tanzanite. Did you know that? Some of them get out of Tanzania without any heating, and yet, oh, blues, greens, pinks, reds, and purples are all there in that one. Let's get to our great discount wheel we have. This is the Opal. I know the Opal went very quickly to start the show. That was a pear shape. Now we get to make a round opportunity, and then watch this. We've got some other exotics here that we don't always see, like the diaspore. Color changing diaspores over there. I've got a beautiful raspberry pink tourmaline that is really bordering on rubellite, but I'm going to call it a hot pink tourmaline. And then we've got turquoise. That is kind of the mix and match to the round gents piece we had earlier. There was a round turquoise earlier in the show. It was a gents ring. Now we get to look at 4 different opportunities that are all one of a kinds. I would switch this around. Did anyone else notice the little bit of heart motif going on around the pink tourmaline? So let's put it this way, and then I think you'll see a little bit of a heart type influence there on that one. And then we've got, this is the diaspore. Isn't that a great looking stone? And then here's our big turquoise, round with that lacy style mounting around it. So why are there 4 pieces all together on one wheel? Is there any rhyme or reason or theme going on? Well, they're all different. They're all unique. They're all one of a kinds. They stay in the metal they're in. I say metal because some are gold, some are platinum. We're going to help you out here, but I've got all the information waiting for you, so please give us a call. We'll give you all the details you need to know about your next future ring, your newest addition to your collection, but they're all crashing down in price. And sometimes when you want to move faster, you show pieces more than one at a time. So that way we can really drop the price even further than they're supposed to go, get you the value of a lifetime, and send them out. So come on in if you have a favorite up there, and we might surprise you here with this incredible value that's coming your way. Don't forget about the pink diamond. Definitely call me. That's my only pink diamond. We're halfway through the show. It means we have a big emerald cut Tanzanite coming up shortly. As soon as this wheel is over, the Tanzanite is coming out to play. But here is the way to get turquoise, pink tourmaline, opal and around, crystal opal, yes, and then your color change diaspora. And did you notice the yellow and the white diamonds around that one? Beautifully done here. Let me try to polish that up a little bit for you. And now we're going to get you the value of a lifetime. Take any one you want. When they're gone, they're gone. This is platinum right over here in the tourmaline. The rest are going to be gold, but all 14 karat in the color they're in. So the turquoise is in yellow, the diaspora is in two-tone because you have the yellow and the white diamonds. The opal is in the white gold, and of course the tourmaline on the left is in the platinum. Let me know what your favorite is. All 4 need to go, and we need to move some jewelry here. So again, the good news is out of the 2 weeks of doing this to start, I only had a total of, now it was 20 pieces that I had to melt down. Today, again, we're getting into the last part of this event. Your last chances on Sell It or Melt It. So this is where, again, take what you love. The prices are getting even further discounted to make sure that we can move jewelry, even if you've already picked something up from the event. You never want to leave a great value behind, because there will be, I'm telling you, I have a shopping phrase, and it's quite simple. Nothing haunts you like the things you don't buy. And it's very difficult. I will say, going forward, I don't know how it's going to be feasible or functional to make jewelry the way we've gotten accustomed to it. We give away fine jewelry for free, right? Pretty much. I mean, labor, gemstones, diamonds, everything's going crazy. So this is the event to be shopping all the current inventory. Take a look at this. Whichever one you want from this wheel, it's not a time to wait. Let's just make this simple. I have got a $28.88 discounted price. They start at $39.99 and up. They're supposed to go to just $28.88 plus your 10% off. Let's try something here. Let's get the phone lines rocking. Tourmaline, turquoise, diaspora, or the opal round. You decide. This is the 210 opal in the front, 31 points in diamonds. The turquoise behind that is a carat 60 with 56 points in diamonds. The tourmaline over here, 180 set in platinum, 46 points in diamonds, baguettes and rounds. And then the diaspora. That is our color changing diaspora. It's a carat 20, and it does have the yellow diamonds at 9 points and 60 points in the white diamonds. Let's go. Not even going to be $2,000 a pop. Take any one of them you want. Maybe you take 2 or 3 of them if you can't decide. This is the way to go. The value is unheard of. And we are going to go ahead and go melt, actually under melt. Let's go under melt price at $19.99. You know what, $19.99 is still too much. I want to move some jewelry tonight. We've got 90 minutes left to do it. We got the Tanzanite emerald cut coming up. It's a 4-carater, and we have all the details waiting for you. So as you see something you like, we're going to let you know more about it, but kind of give us a little heads up on which one of the 4 you like the best, and we'll make them better than 19, 18, 17. 16 or 15. I still can't get over that color change diaspora on the right side of your screen. Who does diaspores at this price? It's color changing, one source, phenomenal material. It's got yellow and white diamonds. Jess, which one do you like? She likes the turquoise. Me too. I'm a turquoise fanatic. It's a carat 60. There it is in the turquoise, Sleeping Beauty variety, and 56 points in diamond, stays in the yellow. That's a large ring. There's a lot of gold in that ring, and I am melting that one down. $14.99 Let's go lower. They won't be 14. This is a stackable here. It'd be great around our winter rings. Yes. Tourmaline, already verifying along with the turquoise is the tourmaline. That's 1125939. There it is in platinum. Heart-shaped motif to the design. Oval stone, hot pink, carat 80. Let's blow them out. Not even 14. Don't you love practically free jewelry? I do. I just don't see it anywhere else. I just only see it here in my daily life of work. And this is what you do not find anywhere. They're not 14, 13, 1200, 1100, 1099. This is before 10% extra off, so shop them while you can. All what you see is what you get. Sizing is done for you. Shipping is done for you. We take all that off your plate, and let's make them $999 a piece while they last. And that's it. They'll be $899 for any one of those four that you like. Certainly affordable. We've had a lot of affordable go out the door tonight. Everything's affordable. It's just a matter of which one do you like? Which one do you want to have added to your collection? Here's how you make it happen, and that's what you see is what you get as always. So there's that big opal. Look at all the colors there. That's a dynamic stone, is it not? Play of color. Which one would you like? The tourmaline, the turquoise, the diaspora, or the opal? Tourmaline gone? Congratulations on that one. That is sold. Let me know on the turquoise because that one's probably next to go. I would assume so with all that gold and diamonds at over ½ carat. VS diamonds, every one of them. There's your diaspora and here's your opal. Phenomenal crystal opal in the round. Let me know which one you like. They're $899 and change when all is said and done. So beautiful value there. Last call on our show. We've got 90 minutes left and we've got the Tanzanites coming up. The 4 carat pluser. Actually a 4 carat even. Then I've got the big oval that's 11 carats plus. So we got some cool Tanzanites to show you. I love that big aqua. Didn't that catch anyone else's eye? That big aqua pear shape I flashed. It's a really good one. Any last call? Anybody else? Nobody? All right. $899, 3 more pieces to melt. Oh, turquoise is gone. Never mind. 2 more pieces. Let's get them all out the door. We're not leaving them here. That is a diaspora. I have number 1126514 on the right side. That's going to be your carat 20 color changing diaspora. That is a yellow diamond halo first. Then you have the white diamond halo beyond that, and it's 60 points in the white diamonds and 9 points in the yellow. 69 points overall in the diaspora. That is right there. There's the 120. There's all your information, $999. If you like the opal in the white gold, that's going to be the opal at 1125730. That would be the opal. Crystal opal, it's a round. It's going to give you all the colors, and they only get more vibrant when you see it away from these bright hot spotlights, and that will be the 31 points to go alongside your 210. Now also it should be mentioned and noted that is a very large diamond weight. What's happening is the diamonds actually graduate. They get larger as you get closer to the stone. So they're going to taper down the side slightly to give you a little designer element there. Okay, last call, $899, diaspora or opal. Let me know which one you prefer there. Let's keep moving. We got the Tanzanite 4 carat coming up next. And then requests, still waiting on our requests tonight. Please get those in if you have them for us. Well, if this isn't going to just get everybody's really, I think, going to literally just, we're going to go crazy for this one. And the problem is only one. That is the problem. White gold, emerald cut, one of the most highfalutin cuts you can get in anything. Emerald cut diamonds are always the most money. Take it from me. I wear one every day. I love it, but I got to tell you, it's an extra investment to get an emerald cut anything. Especially, diamonds are great, but when you're getting into a really important emerald cut Tanzanite, no matter if it's blue wing block D or not, it's very difficult to have your saturation go all the way through the entire core of the stone, like you're seeing right here. Item number is 1127899. Still have our opal and diaspora, so give me a call on those. And then here we are with the big Tanzanite emerald cut, the 4 carat stone. We're so anxious to have you with us. I'm so glad you're here. We have about 85 minutes left in our Thursday tonight. That's it. This event is not going to last much longer. So please, please, please dial in with your requests so we can find what you need out of the inventory. Here's what I have in the Tanzanite stacked with diamonds. There's a 93-point diamond weight, the halo first, then 2 more rows down either side that are going to make it that tiered stack style. very Art Deco in its look. Look at that shimmering, beautiful color. Saturation like no other. I was hearing from, I actually heard from 5 different customers today, and each one just reached out, spent time. I got to tell you, when you reach out to me, I'm just so, I'm very, very humbled by the fact that you take time out of your day to reach out. And it's one thing, you know, people always say, in business it's true, people are very quick to reach out when they're not happy, right? If there's a right, have you ever done that? You had to reach out to a company and go, oh my gosh, I've just had this, you know, this experience with, you know, my delivery of my groceries, and, you know, everything was broken and expired and all that. It's another thing to rave, to literally sit down and get on the computer and log into your email account and reach out to a host of a network who you've never met and say, I just have to tell you how much I love my jewelry. And I'm so grateful to that, because, you know, being accessible to you all is something that's a priority of mine, because, again, your family, I consider you family. We shop together. We spend a lot of time together. A lot of us have been shopping together for 25 years straight. It's an honor to be in your living rooms every day. But I've got to say, for you to reach out and rave in a most wonderful way about Tanzanites, it never ever gets tiring to see those emails come into my inbox and read these rave reviews about Tanzanite. And at this point, so many of you have said, I have a whole collection. I got photographs today of a collection, a very, very large, beautiful collection of Tanzanite. And you were just, you're proud to share your love of these stones. And I feel the same. I'm proud to share them with you every chance I get. Well, those days are limited. Let's take a look at our Tanzanite here. It's our 4 carat. And my point being, if you don't have one yet, we're getting really limited. Not only are you obviously saving a lot of money on an event like this, but we're getting very limited with what we have left. And if you want to be the next shopper that's just raving about your Tanzanite, well, here's your moment to get one in that 4 carat size with 93 points in diamonds. So it's not too much, but it's going to be one of those that's really, again, a beautiful look, a very elegant, upgraded style, all of that. This is really exceptional. And here we are. And yes, we do. We have the most amazing, amazing Tanzanite. That is a given. I mean, there's a lot of people that are quick to say this Tanzanite is the best in the world. Well, unless it's me, honestly, myself, Lauren Blair, standing on TVON set, it's not. And I'm sorry to say that, because, you know, that's just not true. Anybody who tells you they got the best Tanzanite, if it's not a host here at TVON telling you that, I'm sorry, it's not the best in the world. We are the exclusive home and source for the best in the world. And that is really, really something we're proud of. And we don't have it for much longer. And here we are with our 93 points in diamonds. Let's take a look at this on the hand, because that's what I know we came to see. Is let's make sure you understand this is a larger ring, but still very wearable. I think that's a nice, it's a fine line to walk sometimes when you want something powerful and impactful, but you also don't want it to be over the top. You want it to be wearable. That's what you have here. Gorgeous emerald cut stone. Denise, thank you so, so much. Oh, Denise, another rave review. She says, I've gotten quite a few. I love every single one of them. That is fantastic. Thank you, Denise, and happy Easter early to you as well. This is going to, I'll be with you on Easter Sunday. It'll be my, I think it's my 9th or 10th Easter with you guys. So very excited about our Sunday together this week, being Easter Sunday. If you can, I know it's a busy day. I know a lot of people will be out to brunch and worship and Easter egg hunts, but if you have some time to spare and stop by and check us out, we'll be here for you on Easter Sunday, as we always are. But this is our 4 carat blue wing Block D, and that's a very special look. $89.99 should be. Let's see if we can go a little bit lower for you. And you know what? I'll just put it on the auction block, shall we? It's not supposed to happen, but I've, at this point, tried some things with discounting. Sometimes it's about discounting a little further than we ever can or ever should. Let's do that right now. This is supposed to go out today, not at $89. The good news is we've discounted that price, but it's still supposed to go at $49.99. Here's what I thought we'd do instead. Give you a little extra. I mean, obviously, auctions, great. There's an extra opportunity to save money there, but also your 10% off still going to happen. So you've got that opportunity as well. As we take another look at a beautiful stone, a 4 carat masterpiece of Mother Nature, and it is not going to be, not even $49.99. Again, it was $89.99 actually. So like I said, I don't want you to think that was $49.99. That was actually the price tonight as our discount. That came down already halvesies. I'm going to take that theme of halvesies and we're going to go ahead and run with it, because I'm thinking we go half of that, because $89.99, half of that's $45. We've already gone to $49. Let's make it even better than even that. We're going to do so much better for you right now. Let's make it down to $4. You know what? Skip it. We won't do $35. We won't do $3,000. We'll just get it out of here for only, you know what, let's go $2,500 to start and see if that works to get our one and only 4 karat Tanzanite emerald cut a home. And yes, the beauty of it is it'll be a $10 increment. You're still going to save 10%. So when you win the piece, wherever it goes, what's that winning bid going to be? It's going to be less by 10%. So right now, that'd be $250 extra saved right now. So it'd be $2,250 to get that one to you. Let's give it 60 seconds, and that's my only 4 karat Tanzanite. The other ones I have are quite a bit larger. I have an 11 karat and I also have a 9 karat, but that's the unheated bicolor material. So that's going to give you a lot of different colors together. We have our cute little teddy bear. I know this is not for everybody, so you know, don't shoot the messenger, but that's our teddy bear. That's reversible actually. So he's either got ruby eyes or look, with the flip of a wrist, you can actually have all diamonds. So that's our little teddy bear ring. I have a Russian demantoid bangle. That's here. The big aqua, and of course our huge Namibian demantoid, which nobody's asked about. I was wearing it at the top of the show. I was so excited this came out to be shown tonight, but kind of figured we'd have somebody asking for it right away. Not yet. So that's also here. Our big Namibian demantoid, almost 4 carats. Finding a 4 karat demantoid in this world is not going to happen. I don't think anywhere outside of our little happy spot here. So there's the Tanzanite verifying the open. It'd be $2,250 if you win it at $25. That would be, of course, because 10% off, $250 off. So that's what gives you that opportunity. Let's see if we've got the open. I think we might. And then it's going to for sure get a home, and that's the idea. You can still bid after we get the open. There's a $10 increment there for a reason. But we're looking at $2,250. Because again, $2,500. I love when you wouldn't even pay your opening bid. We do have the open at $25. Thank you so much. And don't forget, it's a 4 karat stone. So we love that it's got all those diamonds around it. This is Museum Reserve as well. Thank you, thank you. And then here we go, guys. Last call on the show. We have an hour and 18 minutes in our Thursday together. So anxious to see what you might be looking for. And here's a little FYI. A lot of people tune in about 17 minutes. Most people still think we start at 7. We don't. We start at 5. But we start at 7 in a lot of people's minds. So we get really, really busy at 7 o'clock Pacific, which is only then 1 hour left. So keep that in mind. In 17 minutes, you're not going to be the only ones here. We're going to have a lot of extra viewers, and therefore, I saw it last night, most everything from the first 2 hours sold in the last hour. So we didn't end up with anything left. So that's really critical to remember. Now, we do have the open here at 25. Thank you so much. We've got $2,500. Let's give it a final clock. Remember something about this event. 10% off. The reason I opted for the auction here when that's obviously off limits in an event like this is because I wanted to take it lower than even that $49.99. $89.99 was the original. $49.99 was the tonight price. That would have been 10% off that price. Instead, opted to go even lower here with our auction. We do have the open at 25, so now we're looking for 25.10 or more if you want to steal it. Basically, come on in last second, steal it away. That's the option you have, but you'll still take your 10% off. Let's give it a final 2 minutes and we'll be done. And then the demantoid bangle is here. We still have the big Namibian stone as well. And we also have that huge aqua. I'm showing it all. And then we've got diamond stiletto drops, our longest ones we do. The longest ones we have, they're coming up as well, but we have 1:45 remaining on this auction. A last look at it on the hand is coming up. And don't forget to make requests. We've only had 1 today. That's very unusual. By now, usually we had a couple hundred. We've had 1. It just means you haven't maybe made your request to us, and we'd love to hear it. So there's your 90 seconds left. Here's your last look at it on a very, again, longer hand, longer finger there. So it's going to be that beautiful, larger style that we love to see. It's a sensational blue wing. And of course, that really good 4 karat where, again, it's tough for the emerald cuts to not give you a void of color in the middle. Usually they're going to have a little lightened appearance, a little lighter saturation right there in the middle. You can see this one being as consistent as it is. Couldn't get any better or brighter. And that one is now down to 1 minute left. It's going at 25. We'll see who's got the open here. Remember, it's $10 increments, but you would take 10% off. So don't cheat yourself into thinking, well, why would let's see, I got to go higher in the bid, but then you would go right back down, reducing it by 10%. So for an extra $10 in advance, you would still have the opportunity to then take $250, or in that case, it'd be $251 off the price tag that you win it at. So you're going backwards, paying less than your bid even is. And that's not something that I love auctions. I love to go to auctions. I love to I've been going to auctions since I was a little kid. I wasn't participating in them, but I was going with family members who loved to go to auctions, and I'll never forget. It was very exciting and very exhilarating, and I think it still is. And this is just the same thing, but it's from home. You don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. You just, and instead of a paddle that you're lifting up in the air, you're picking up your phone and dialing in. So we have 25 going once, twice, 3 times, and let's make it official. It is sold. Congratulations. Well done. So I'm down to 1 pair left in each of these diamond drop earrings, and they are very dramatic. This is not the typical drop. We usually do one that's very short. This is the the elongated, really bright, gorgeous VS diamonds that we love in a stiletto style drop that are definitely going to be your dressier earring, but also a classic earring. I've got 1 yellow, 1 white. So it's last call. I'm lucky we have both gold colors. That way we don't leave anybody out, except for our rose gold aficionados. But honestly, the diamonds are best in the white or the yellow. And we have a stunning 1110384 item number. This is going to be a huge diamond weight you're getting. It's a carat 95 overall in the diamonds. So let's bring them up here because I'd like them to all be in focus if I can. So I'll keep them pretty close together here so we can maintain the focus on these very large diamonds you have. This is for, and I know you got some weddings coming up, whether it's your own or maybe it's one you're attending. Maybe it's going to be that beautiful look that every time you go out for that evening, just for your favorite, you know, your favorite night out to your favorite bistro, and you want to look your best, or you're getting excited for that big event you're going to, a special invite, a special occasion. That is the earring that is your go-to. Put the diamond studs or maybe the hoops on the shelf that night and wear something a little bit more opulent. Here's your carat 95 in just the most gorgeous classic drop. There's something so elegant about the way these drape, and there's something very flattering. The longer your earring is, no matter hoop or drop, it's going to be more flattering. So you have that carat 95 carat weight. We've got white and yellow gold available. That is it. You can see it's a larger diamond up top. That's going to be a post and butterfly, and then it just gets a little bit larger. You see here they start a little smaller and they get larger on the way down the length of the earring. So beautifully, beautifully done. And even just something to think about, you could stack them if you want to. You could actually wear a couple at a time if you wanted to do that. If you wanted to have a little bit of like almost like a fringed look to it. I've known shoppers that have done that before. I too like to take unconventional earrings and stack them up the ear. That would require more than one piercing, but a lot of us these days have those. So it's a beautiful way to go. I'm going to pop one on the ear for you. I'm going to opt for the, I'm going to go for the yellow gold just because it matches what I'm wearing. And you'll also notice you don't see a lot of the gold from a distance away. That's important too. So last call, because again, this earring, if it shall be made again in the future, well, it's going to be a little bit different price tag. And by different, I mean not better, higher, definitely higher. Oh gosh, these are just so, they're ultra glam. And I'm just balancing one here, so forgive me if it falls out. But it's, again, they're diamonds, you can't hurt them, but I just wanted you to see here what they're all about so you can see how luxury, how lavish they are. Just want to get all the hair out of the way here so you can see what they're all about when you see how beautiful that drop is. And again, it's going to sit much better in your ear because you're going to probably have a backing. I would not recommend wearing your earrings without their backing on. So just for, again, for just in intents and purposes of seeing them from a distance away, wanted you to see how those look and how gorgeous and lengthy they are. There's 2 inches in length. This again is the yellow gold. So notice how you're not seeing a lot of extra metal around them. And with all the different occasions coming up, not just formal events and weddings that happen throughout the year, but think about Mother's Day. Or if it's a popular season for weddings, it means it's a popular season for anniversaries. Maybe this is the way you want to celebrate. Nothing better than diamonds to celebrate any of life's events or milestones or special occasions. Let's go back to the wheel. I'm going to also show you from a distance here what they look like with the ruler next to them. And we're going to take what should be a $49.99 opportunity right now going forward. Keep in mind, that's not too bad because these are $25,000 carat diamonds elsewhere. If you're getting VS quality in natural stones, mined from the earth. That would easily be a $50,000 earring. I don't know how many of you are going out and spending $50,000 on an earring. I'm not. And I know that we've all got the ability to have a better way to do it, a better connection into value. There's your 2 inches in drop, and let's blow them out. Do we have a white or yellow gold already gone? All right, sounds like we're verifying already. So that's not a surprise. They're going to sell quickly. This is, to me, and it's an icon of an earring. You are going to look so fabulous. You might look in the mirror when you put those on for the first time and say, who is that? Who is that fabulous gal? I mean, right? That just kind of, if you're having like a day when you just want to, we all think about like, what's the outfit going to be? What are we accessorizing with? When we want to look our best, that earring, all you need. I always say, recycle, keep the fine jewelry. Jewelry's everlasting. And instead of going out and buying the new wardrobe, which could cost what these earrings do, put on the same LBD, that little black dress that you've worn for years, dress it up with the diamond earrings, and trust me, it's going to make you feel so good. And you're going to look fabulous. Take a look at them up close, and they're going to be $49. You know what? Let's take them even lower than $49.99. Even better, even lower. How about this? Not even half that price at $2,500. We're going lower. And let me know, operatives, if you want the white or the yellow. Notice we are ready to go ahead and take them down off that wheel. As soon as we hear sold, they're gone, they're done for good. And if you see them, already a white gold may be verifying. I wouldn't be surprised if the white gold goes first. They're not even 25. We'll save you extra money here. Don't forget, you're also saving 10% off of wherever we land. And that is already too low at $25 or $24.99. Guess what? It's going lower. White or yellow. Lately, I will say, the diamond pieces we've had have actually been more popular in this event in the yellow gold than they even have been in the white gold, which I think, again, I see this, I've been in the business long enough to have seen when gold gets really high. Now, it's never been as high as it is now, but usually gold is more popular, the yellow gold, when gold gets really high, because people want to know. They want everyone to know they're wearing gold instead of, you know, a sterling silver or even platinum, which is not as highly valued as gold. So this is the way you do it. It's not 24. You know what? Hold on. Let me take them lower. And already verifying right now on the white gold, do not let them pass you by. We're getting busy at that time of night here, approaching last hour. We're not going to do 24 or 23, 22, 21, 2,000. They will not be. Let's take them even lower. Let's make them $1,999. You get $200 extra off that. So it'll be $1,799 if you want to have that pair of earrings in your collection. And trust me, you want those in your collection. If you have an ear pierced and any formal event ever that you think you might go to, ever, which we all do, there's going to be some special occasion you're going to go to and you're going to want to be the talk of that party, that get-together, that gathering. Here is the earring you want to be wearing. And they are $17.99 at checkout. Sounds like the white gold's verifying still. We've got 60 seconds with those only. Last call on the diamond drop stiletto style gorgeous earrings, and all bigger diamonds. That's the other thing. There's a lot of ways you can arrive. It's like when I come to work. There's a lot of different routes I can take. There's a lot. There's like 4 different ways to get here. I got to travel about 40 miles. They're in rush hour through the heart of the busiest city in the world. 10 million people in this beautiful, thriving metropolis. Okay, New York City's a little bigger, but you get the idea. We're like a bigger area, right? So there's a lot of ways you can do it. I opt for the longer mileage way because it takes a little less time than the lower mileage way. There's always different ways. Jewelry's the same way. There's a lot of ways you can get to a carat 95. I could easily have 200 diamonds or more get to a carat 95. That's not what you have here. Instead, you've got larger diamonds and fewer of them. It really ups the ante. So for those of you going, okay, I see what she's doing. She's at $1,000 a carat. That's not typical when they're big diamonds like you're seeing here. That's what's the difference. That's not typical. So for everybody's going, oh yeah, 195, 1999, makes sense. It really doesn't. It doesn't make any sense at all because those bigger diamonds have to go for so much more. Big diamonds go for more money. That is just the way it is. That is the way it goes. And I wish it weren't that way, but that is the diamond world. I always say that's why we're not all walking around with 25 karat diamonds on our hand. If 25 karat diamonds were accessible and affordable, I think we'd all have one. Or we'd all have studs that were 20 carats. Or we'd all have a big old diamond solitaire that's 25 carats. And we'd have a 30 karat tennis bracelet. That is where the diamond world kind of changes when you get the big stones. So that's when it all shifts. So here we are with $19.99. It's really $17.99. Did anyone go for the white gold? Jason, I know you were verifying the white gold. Did you get the white gold? Jess, are you verifying on the earrings there? Sounds like we have our second request of the night coming up. And then we've got also that big aqua, and I do have the sideways version of the cross necklace coming, or not the cross necklace, the cross bangle, but I do have a necklace coming up by request. Hi, Florence. Has Florence seen this before? Wow, an emerald tennis necklace. And you believe it, we've got something for you. It's not a true tennis necklace, meaning it's not just emeralds, but Florence, this is it's a red carpet piece. Here you go. That may or may not be what she's looking for, but it certainly is. It's difficult for me to even speak at this moment because I've shown a lot of jewelry. I've sold over $1 billion with a B dollars worth of jewelry. It's a lot of jewelry over a lot of years. I've shown a lot of jewelry, presented a lot of jewelry. I have never had anything like this on television before. I've been to red carpet events. I gotta say, very rarely do you even see something like this borrowed on a celeb. Yes? What kind of bangle? I don't recall, but I don't think I have it up here today. That's not Leanne L, is it? Oh, okay. I don't know. We have to look. I don't have anything for her up here. This is a request, Florence, 112-4285 is the item number. It's a series of emeralds and diamonds together. There are emerald cut diamonds and emerald cut emeralds all the way, 3/4 of the way through. And then it goes basically at the sides of the neckline. It's going to go to this beautiful polished 18-karat gold link that replicates the design you're seeing. And it's going to be larger in the center and then graduated slightly on the way up. There is 760. There's no way that's 765 in emeralds. There's no way. It's got to be more than that. We may have to go figure that out. Carat 66 in baguettes, 568 in other diamonds. So you got to add that all up. And 13 individual emeralds. It's a 16.5-inch length. Is that what? Is it Leanne who's looking for those, or? I don't know if I'm getting that right. If it's Lavanya or Leanne or Lee, I'm not sure. I'm hearing a lot of different things. Lavanya, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the emerald necklace, and if anybody would like it, we are blowing it out. Please don't leave me. We've got 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes now until the top of the hour, and we've got 1 hour left in our fabulous Thursday night. This is solid 18-karat white gold, 16.5 true collar, and beautiful, beautiful stones. And that is, it's like, again, May's coming up. It's the May birthstone. It's like the beautiful dream piece if you're an emerald lover. And that's going to be from $129,999. And what a day to be taking 10% off, because it's going to save you a bundle. And it's under, this is what's happening. It literally is $129,999. That is an incredible value, by the way. I know we usually see things $2,500 on average. I get that. I'm here with you every day. I know what our normal price point is. So I know a lot of you are going, yeah. It really is supposed to be $130,000. If you'd like it tonight, and this is once in a lifetime, no doubt about it. That's how it looks from a distance. There's the whole piece. You can see it's got the insert closure like a bracelet would, and it's going to have a figure-8 safety. You better believe it. It needs that. And then I'm going to drape it on the neckline so you can see it there. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the one to own. And you see how the diamonds are going to go well over. 16.5 sits right where the microphone is, and I don't want to make a lot of noise. So I'm going to just put it on like this so you can see that the diamonds are going to go well past the point of the neckline that you would see from up front. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Now, it's not going to sit that low on you unless you're 4 or 5 years old. But it's going to sit right there, right there. Yes? Pink diamonds gone from earlier. Thank you so much. So there's how the emeralds look from a distance, and oh, the glow. The glow on each and every stone. How about the matching of each of those emeralds? This is under $100,000 tonight. And it really, to see it against the skin, you've got to see it there. Just to really see the opulence of those emeralds and the diamonds and the way they're going to go more than 3/4 of the way around the necklace in the 18-karat solid white gold. My goodness, is that not specialty? I'll tell you, it's an investment piece. And I mean investment in, yeah, it's going to cost a little more than our typical average price point. But what an investment compared to what it's actually worth. Nobody in their right mind would ever charge you under $100,000 for this necklace. Y'all know that. Some of you have been shopping in the high-end designer stores before you found TVON. Chances are, if you like our quality, that's where you were shopping before you discovered TVON. Now you get a chance to own something, what you would see in the store window, what you would see custom made, what would cost millions, tens of millions, and it's not even $50,000. It's $49,999. tonight would be the night to shop it because you've got $5,000 off that price. I know, it's $49,999. It'd be $5,000 off. It'd be under $45,000 tonight. And if you need a little help, like split payments or something, we offer, like you want to break it up against 2 or 3 cards, we can help you do that. So that's the way to go. So if that just makes it a little easier, if let's say one card doesn't have the limit, that's okay. We could break it up against 2 or 3 and just help you afford it that way. So that'll be $49,999. Also, I have a request here coming up for some diamond bangles. And don't forget about our diamond drop earrings that we had earlier. Thank you, Florence, for that request. What a pleasure to be able to show that necklace. And then get ready. We've got a really cool piece coming up. Actually, 2 bangles. I think these were, I had them over the weekend, Lavanya. That's why. But I saved them for you because, you know, if we don't get your request, we don't typically show them. And then we have a lot of people looking for diamond bangles. Jess, did she see the 4-row earlier? Gotcha. Okay. Now keep in mind, what size does she need? Is she an average size or a smaller size? Because I'm not going to tease her with this yellow gold double row if she's not a smaller size, because that's for the 6.5 or under, or 6.5 or under. And then we had the 4-row style earlier, which is my personal favorite. We'll recap that. Still call us on the diamond drop earrings. We have 2 sizes here. So we have a white gold that's going to be in your average size. And then we have a yellow gold, the one you see here, which is going to be the same bracelet, but that's going to be in a smaller size, so smaller than average. If you're a really tiny wrist, that's where I would go. And then we have 111, 1423, and here's the average size, which is going to be that 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist in the white gold. Only one of each, of course. That's how this event is operating. And then you've got also the 4 carat 70 is what I showed earlier. If you were not with us, I'll show that again. That's 1112859. This has a 322 carat weight. This one has a 470 carat weight. And let me see if I can show you all 3 at the same time in a fairly organized manner. This one only works for the smaller wrist. This one's for the average. This one's also for the average. And they'll all stay as they are. But see, I was saying that earlier, the 470 in the back, you can't even tell what the gold color it's in from the front, can you? It really is remarkable. Now, there's 470 back here. That's the one we had earlier tonight. This is 322 and this is 322. Double row versus 4 row. A little bit larger individual sizes here, but those are VS Diamonds doing their thing. Looking incredible. They are incredible. And we're going to make, your choice of. This is really about as fabulous as it gets. Keep calling on those diamond drop earrings. We might still have those available for you. And then here we are with the 322. The 2 in the front, in the foreground there, are each going to be down to a little different price because there's more gold in the average size. So it's going to be $34.99 for the average. That's what you see there in the white gold in the middle. If you want the smaller size, that one's going to be $32.99 each before you're 10% off. Now, earlier tonight, we showed you the 4-row style, which is $470 in the yellow gold only. That's also an average size. That one's going to be $49.99. So 3 great options, but size dependent. So good news is you've got a yellow and a white. If you're in the average size, which most are, that's where if you wear a 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist. And then let me make sure you see them on as well. I'm going to start with the big one because that's the one that if you know who you are, if you go big diamonds and you like bigger diamond weights, that's where you go. For 40, it's going to be $500 off, so you get it for $44.99. That compared to, so there's the 470, and we'll compare that, and they're all going to have the same type of side hinge closure, figure 8 safeties as well. And then here's what the white gold in the average size with the double row looks like next to it, just so you can compare here. Let me clasp this one closed real quick, and there we go. So, wow, now I just need to have them both. I think a lot of us are thinking the same thing. Well, I'm going to stack those. So 470 is up here. And then that's the 2 row, which is going to be the 3 carat 22. And that's either the average size, so yellow gold or white gold, one only on each. That one's $49.99. This one's going to be $34.99. And then we have the yellow gold, which is a little smaller size. That's going to be great for the 6.5 or smaller wrist. And that's going to be the yellow gold bangle with 322, and that one's $32.99. So smaller size, average size, average size. So let us know which one you like, and then we'll show you what we can do here. And they're all one only. So when they're gone, they're gone. And I know, Jess, you've got first dibs there on the request, so let me know which one you're thinking about. That was the 322. That's the 470, $49.99 in yellow, $34.99 here. So the graphics right now correspond to this bangle up top. And then you've got, of course, the you can see how well it's going to stack, whether that's with your tennis bracelets, your other bangles. Also, we had a sapphire piece earlier. Yes? You got it. Thank you so much. And yellow gold's okay? Average size? Perfect. So this one is sold. The 470 is gone. So that one, yes. 470 gone, and now we have the 2 left here. That's going to be the 322, and then we've got the 322 smaller size in the yellow gold. So we'll put those back up close for everyone to take a look at. The 470, thank you so much, is sold. All right, last call for requests. We've got our last hour kicked off now and rolling, so want to make sure that we get you all your requests in. I think we're caught up for the moment. On request, that emerald necklace still here for $49,999. There are 322 bangles. I have more. Wait, I got to show you. I got to recap the sapphire bangle from earlier. That is so gorgeous. The sapphire bangle, look at this one. Still cannot get over this price. And it's more affordable than the diamonds. Go ahead, Tim. Okay, so you want the white gold and the average, just to make sure. Okay, that one's sold as well. The average size in the white gold is also gone. That's $14.23. Just put white gold in the notes there. And then that's our last one left, which is the smaller size. That means smaller. Carat weight's the same. The diamond weight's the same no matter what. That's going to be best for a 6.5 inch wrist or smaller. So if you wear like a 5 3/4, 6 or 6.5, or 6 1/4, you're good to go on that one in the yellow gold. That's $14.23, and that one's our last one available there. Thank you so much. 2 out of the 3 gone. Congrats on those. And then what I'm going to do is recap our sapphire bangle from earlier with the big Asher cuts. This is when we get incredibly busy on these weeknights. This was here earlier. Have to recap it. What a bangle this is. Multiple colors of sapphires together. It's going to be your warm and cool tones and transitioning beautifully all in Asher cuts. 1112769. Just wanted to give you another look at it because this is actually going to beat all the other bangle pricing we've had tonight. How you get 524 in Asher cut sapphires for less money is inexplicable. And by the way, our pink diamond did sell earlier, so a lot of pieces, as is true to form with the last hour, a lot of our earlier items that are available at the moment will not be available in 53 minutes. 52 and a half actually. So that's crucial to remember. Call quickly if you have things you're thinking about from earlier that you want to pick up before somebody else does. But this sapphire bangle is $524 in the Asher cut, multiple colors of sapphires. Also has the diamond halos around each and every one of them. It's in the white gold. It's also in that average size, so it's best for anyone that wears a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet typically. And it's in the white gold with the side hinge and the figure 8. Safety catches right there. That is fabulous. And talk about a piece to treat yourself with these gorgeous springtime colors and all the different colors together. And do look at how we start here with that hot purple. There's that really rich purple color, then a hot pink, then a lavender, then the yellow, which is like a bright canary yellow diamond look in a yellow sapphire. There's the green blue. That's got a little mix there. And then a cornflower, and then another blue-green stone here with the Asher cuts all the way around. And then, of course, the halos to actually surround them in the diamonds. And we have this one for $29.99. Go figure, just as it is in the white gold average size, only $29.99, which of course is $26.99 at checkout. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that one for yourself, I highly recommend it. Let me try it on. Hinge on the side. So this is really easy on, easy off, because you're going to open up that hinge, simply push it together. I'm doing it with just a couple of fingers there, and you can see what that looks like. I think if you are anywhere even up to a 7 3/4, this will work for you. But a beautiful bracelet. You can see all those really fabulous springtime tones, but it's just so rare. It's rare to get Asher cut sapphires. It's rare to have all those colors complement each other the way they are. $29.99 turns into $26.99. There's $300 extra off that piece. So that is one I highly recommend. And sapphire is durable enough. We see a lot of diamond bangles, which makes sense because there might be some, you know, your bracelets as you wear them might take a little bit of a hit, quite literally, right? Where, you know, they're susceptible to being, you know, whether you're working at the keyboard or you're driving or you're just going about your day. So we don't like to put delicate stones in bracelets. It's why we primarily see diamonds, but sapphires, let's also remember, are not in the Mohs scale, so they've got plenty of their own durability for you as well. So you don't need to worry about your sapphires or your diamonds, all of which are right there together. There's only one other bangle here tonight. It would be the Russian demantoid. So I'll flash that and we'll see if anybody would like a Russian demantoid bangle, and that's what that looks like. That's with a 143 Russian demantoid in the middle, by the way. So that's incredible, and that's in the yellow gold, average size there as well. And that is a beautiful bright. We had a demantoid earlier, but it was in rose gold. So just want to remind you that we do have the Russian demantoid there in a carat 43 size in the yellow gold. Very pretty. Still have one fabulous Namibian stone. It's under 4 carats, but just under. I did want to show you, we haven't had much in the way of opal. What we've had tonight has been crystal opals. I have a mega Mega freeform black opal. Wow, look at this. It's a ring. I know it's the size of a pendant. So this won't work for everybody because you got to love a really, really big jumbo ring here. But the stone is incredible. It's 112, 74.97. That has a purple base color to start. And all the other colors of the rainbow, actually, I love when I block that light for a second. Let me do it again. So there's a little more true to form color. That's what you can expect it to look like out of the box at home. You're probably not going to be spending all your time in a TV studio. So this is what it looks like in a TV studio. It just gets a little bit more luscious when you see it in a more normal light environment, because this is anything but normal. It is a fabulous platinum piece. This is our 870. That's a mighty fine opal. Freeform, yes, but it's pretty much an oval. I mean, it's not really, sometimes freeforms are really odd shapes. This has still got the theme of an oval, and I do want to show you it's leaning a little bit too. So it's actually going to sit like this. And that's because there's this beautiful, almost like an interlocking curve design, almost looks like a really cool link design on the sides. And then you've got the diamonds going asymmetric on either corner. And that is a great look, don't you think? And wait till you see this on, because there is, you see the pink and purple base colors it has? And then all the colors of the rainbow in that true natural through and through black opal. That's our 870. I think that's the largest one we have here. 30 points in diamonds as well on either side, framing it beautifully to perfection, really. That is just a really good look. It's a really good look. And there's only going to be just that one. Of course, no opals are going to look alike. There are no two that are exactly alike. They're only going to be what you see here. That's the opal, that's the stone, that's the platinum setting. Let me try it on, because that's going to be the bigger issue here. And there's a heck of a value. I would not bring it out if it wasn't. And this did start at $12,999. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Wow. So this is really going to be, it's still giving me a little bit of room. It's not quite knuckle to knuckle, but I would say on a more typical size hand, it's going to be probably knuckle to knuckle on you. But again, classic backing here. So the band in the back is going to allow that to be comfortable and wearable, because that's the back side. So we size it for you. It'll be arriving in your size, so that, you know, if it's too big right now, don't worry about that. If it's too small right now, don't worry about that. But this one's got to be less than $13,000. And we're going to take you there now. And I know that there's the promise of better look when you see it in person than it can ever be looking on TV right here. So that's the extra bonus. If you already like the way it looks, get ready. Brace yourself, because this one's going to be just knock you absolutely away with quality and, of course, the value. Because it's not even going to be, and this one will fly and in a hurry. So dial in early, please. I really recommend that. Actually, one more time on the hand here, because I just want to get to the length. I brought out the ruler for it. I want to show you the length just in case, because obviously, how's your hand going to compare to mine? Can't do that without being, you know, together in person. So let me actually just show you here. The length of the piece is 1 inch. Top to bottom on that stone is 1 inch in length. The mounting is going to cinch in a little bit from there, be a little bit more narrow than that, but we have one. And I promise you it will go. That's because I know where I'm taking it. And it's not staying at 99, 89, 79. All these are values. Look at the inside. They even did like a little, it looks like a nice little, not full mirror finish polish, but they did maybe a little rough polish on the back, so that no host rock there. So that's all stone. That 870, it's all gem. All solid gem. Who wants it? I'm never one for off-air prices, because I feel like, why keep a secret? Just shout it from the rooftops. Be proud. I'm proud. I'm really proud of this price tag. But it is not going to be 79, 69, 59, 49. This is as good as gone. And there's nobody in the phone lines yet. But there are certain levels of value that you just know are going to make it that deal, that make it the value to get a hold of. And if you're an opal lover, you know darn well you don't get an 8 carat 70 from Australia's Lightning Ridge for a price tag like this. It's not $49.99. Woo, this is low. Let's keep on going. Only one. 1 inch of pure, natural through and through opal. And it's not even $3,999. We might as well just say goodbye to this one now. It won't be $39. I'll keep going lower, and you're going to save an additional 10%, which is going to amount to hundreds of dollars. So there's an extra discount, and don't delay in calling in. We have one only. There's not even another opal of this size in our inventory. We have other great black opals, but nothing of this size, nothing of this designer custom-made platinum mounting. How about those great diamonds on the sides? They're all bigger stones. It's not even $39. This is unheard of. call me quickly. One caller takes it. We're going to recap our paw in yellow diamonds. Yes, the paw ring was here, but I showed it way too early. We'll bring it back out. To be honest, I'm a little stunned this is even here at $39.99, but I got a plan. And the plan is quite simple. Send it out. We're already under cost on it, so that's done. We're going to make this even better than $39, $38, $37. Go ahead and say yes. You will love it. And to think that that stone, you're probably thinking that's not possible. How could it look any better? Look at the way it's looking now. That can't look any better. In person, it does. It does. All opals do. They can never show all their beauty under these bright spotlights. And it's great for diamonds. It's not good for opals. This is the ultimate opal, and it's not $37, $77. It's not going to be. We'll make it $36.99, and you can save another $370 off that price. So your final checkout price will be only $33.29 on the largest natural black opal we have through and through. There are no doublets, no triplets in our opals. That is unheard of value, and somebody's going to be a very happy camper when they get that one and score that deal at $33.29.10. And we've got the big aqua. I'm going to recap the yellow diamond paw piece. We still have the sapphire bangle somehow, some way. Not sure how that's still here, but it is. So you've got some options, but just a couple left. Who is going to take the opal? I am hesitant to leave it without hearing sold, just because I'd love to go ahead and really, again, congratulate whatever collector is whomever is going to take this amazing stone. $33.29. All right, coming up, we got the paw ring. I know you guys are asking for it. It's the upgraded. We've done the paw ring before, and we kept it classic, and it was oh so popular. We're going to do an upgraded version for you. And the trick is it's in yellow diamonds. So let's take a look at that one next. And this was here earlier, so forgive me if you were with me. Thank you. If you were with me in the first couple of minutes, thank you for being here all this time. Let's show you, though, what I think a lot of folks missed in the yellow diamond version are of incredible personality, paw ring, the beautiful addition to anyone's wardrobe who's our animal lovers or our pet obsessed. Look at how beautiful this is. And those are natural and large individual yellow diamond round brilliants. Call me early. The opal's probably going right now. And then we'll see who would like this one and only in yellow gold. How beautiful is that? 43 points in diamonds. Also, gosh, I love that piece. Isn't that pretty? And the openness of the base, and then those really distinctive larger yellow diamonds there along the top, 4 of those. And they're actually set 2 ways. It's actually a prong setting, but it's within a bit of a textured bezel. So it's 2 ways that really frames each and every yellow diamond, separates them, shows them off. They look great. 43 points in your yellow gold here. And we only have the one. Please don't wait. It'd be a great gift idea too. Can you imagine the reaction of anybody you would give that to who, let's say, got that new puppy they're obsessed with, or maybe they're missing a pet who's passed, and they want to honor them and remember them, honor their memory every day with a significant piece of jewelry. This is beautiful. And to do yellow diamonds, I know that there's been a white diamond version that we loved for years and years and years. This is obviously the upgrade to that. And let's take a look at it. Yellow gold, we'll size it for you, whatever size you need, but it's only going to be $999 only. That's it. And an $899 at checkout price tag, because you get an extra $100 off. With your 10% off that price tag, then we've got a really big aqua. That's definitely a looker. We got to see the big aqua. And then we also have, I think we need to get the $391 demantoid out of here too. And we can, and we will, because that's the best value it can ever be. Don't forget, we also had a kunzite, a link ring. I'll show you some of the pieces you might have missed from earlier, along with our paw ring. Here's a little mini recap so that we're not all waiting for the last literal minute of the show. Here's this fabulous green tourmaline, and everything going to be under $1,000 here. There's the paw, there's the tourmaline. Actually, let me show you a couple other bigger pieces here, so maybe they won't all be under $1,000, but I want to show you what's left from the first couple minutes of the show, which is long before a lot of people tune in. on a busy Thursday night, I understand. So take a look at this. There's that emerald cut kunzite that is a 12 karat pluser. Look how stunning that is. But everything will be under $2,000 and actually under 19 because the kunzite's only $18.88. I also have this very designer chic big diamond ring, bold gold, yes. Diamonds, yes. Look at that. So we've got a couple of beauties here and they all got to go. So we have yet to find homes for these 4 rings from earlier tonight. So just want to give you a little recap refresher here on kunzite, paw ring, and yellow diamonds and yellow gold. Here's our white gold and white diamond ring. And then we have that beautiful cut. It's a fancy cut green tourmaline in the back. Any one you want, they're all $18.88 or less. Yes, indeed. So the only one that's $18.88 is that large kunzite that's in the on the left side now. And then we've got the green tourmaline in the back is going to be only $8.88. So we've got $9.99 here, $8.88 behind that. That'll be the most affordable up here. $13.99 for our white diamond link style ring. And then here is the kunzite for only $18.88. So that's a little recap of what you might have missed in the first couple minutes of the show if you joined us a little bit later, and I know a lot of you do. So everything $18.88 or less on that wheel. Let me know what you like. They're all what you see is what you get. Gold colors stay, but we can size them for you, and we'll give it 60 seconds on those 4. They are really, really attractive pieces, aren't they? And something for everybody, you know, whether you want designer link style with a really bold presence. If you like a lot of gem carat weight in your cocktail ring, you go with the kunzite. If you're into really fancy cuts and bright greens and jewel tones, you go with that green tourmaline in the platinum setting. Or you want a little touch of whimsical, you can always go with the paw ring in the yellow diamonds and the yellow gold. But those are some of our most fantastic values. And by the way, all those prices you see that I talked about, that's before your discount. That's before an extra 10% heads your way. We've got 38 minutes left in the show, though, so not a lot of time. We are taking requests. Whatever you'd like to see before we go, please tell me. Pick up the phone. It's your direct. It's my phone number there, 626-626-8700, so you can tell us what you're looking for. And Tim, any questions or requests over there? How we doing? Oh, instead? Or both? Okay, so that other bangle is going to be sold as well, and she understands that's a little smaller size. Gotcha. So all of our diamond bangles that we've showed you tonight are sold. Thank you so much. And we still have the sapphire bangle and the demantoid bangle. That's what we have left. Oh, and the designer Panther ring, the big one with the 227 in diamonds. I do have that as well. So that one's a recap. We can do a little bit later, but we're still very busy on the phone lines here for those 4 rings. When they're gone, they're gone. Let me know which one of those 4 you are enjoying the most. But remember, the tourmaline in the back is the green. That's $8.88. It'll be $7.99. The lynx ring on the right side, that's $13.99. You'll get an extra 10% off that. The diamond ring in the front center, yellow diamonds in the paw, that's going to be $9.99. Of course, it turns out to be $8.99. And then we have the kunzite for only $18.88, and that will be $16.99 at checkout. Yes. You got it. Green tourmaline is spoken for. Here's what it looks like on the hand in case they missed it earlier. 7130 is your number. That is now spoken for and sold. And that'll be $7.99 and change. That one's going to Justice Caller. And then here's what we have left. What would you like to see flashed? Sideways cross bangle. Haven't shown it yet. We're going to show it next. We have yellow and white gold available as well, but it's our last call on this wheel. $13.99 on the right, $9.99 in the center, and $18.88 on the emerald cut kunzite, which is a 1221. Somebody has got to get that emerald cut kunzite and fast before I buy it in 36 minutes. And I already have a kunzite, but that color is better than my own, and it's from this network. So, yes. Diamond link is gone. The link ring is 112-6807. We'll take a look at that on the hand one more time. That one is spoken for. Man, I cannot believe the paw ring is here for $8.99. That is still here if you want. This one's gone, but just wanted to show that on the hand. That was the diamond weight was 46 points. That is 18 karat white gold. Thank you so much. That is spoken for. We have 2 left now. Yellow diamond paw ring, $9.99, or do not leave the kunzite behind. There is the 1221 emerald cut, super saturated, super neon kunzite, and that one's gorgeous with the trapezoids in diamonds. They're trapezoid shapes. They're round, brilliant stones. We've got the sideways cross bangle next, and we will show that, and one in yellow and one in white coming up, so you want to be on the phone lines quickly for that as well, and it'll be an average size cross bangle. So we're going to see that coming up. Last call, $9.99 there, $18.88. Don't forget, you got about $200. Yes. Thank you. Lavanya, thank you so much. Did she end up getting 2 different bangles today? I love that. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Appreciate you shopping with me, and thank you so much for being here and loving these values. Let me show you this. This is perfect timing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to you by Easter Sunday, but I will try. We'll get it out to you. We can ship it out tomorrow. So if it arrives a little before, a little after, either way, this is not a piece you just wear for Easter Sunday. If you are a cross collector like I know I am, this is going to be a piece that you wear more often than not, probably every day. It's the sideways cross design we've done in rings, but this time in a larger scale version for your wrist. It's a bangle. It's 1110352. It is our cross bangle. It is the sideways design. So you're going to put it on where it's either upright to you as you look down at your wrist or to the rest of the world. It just depends on what you prefer there on the way you put it on. Either way, it's a side hinge style, opens and closes on the side, locks into place with that little, you know, again, that insert slide closure we love. And then you also have the figure 8, 2 figure 8 safeties. And we have white and yellow gold. I just got to remind you, there are a couple in the white gold, but only one actually in the yellow gold. So just got the update there. Very, very limited. And here's where we're going to go. 56 points in diamonds, but I want you to see it on the wrist. They're both for the average size. So that's, once again, if you're not familiar with our bangles, it's going to fit between a 6.5 and 7. That doesn't mean you need to be between or one or the other. It means that you can wear anything between 6.5 or 6 3/4. Maybe you're a 7, classic 7-inch, or maybe you're a 7 1/4 or a 7.5. This works for everybody that's any of those sizes I just mentioned. If those are the bracelet sizes you typically wear, this is the average size bangle that's going to work for you. Bangles are less precise. You're not worried about a line bracelet style that's one length to another. It's just a bangle, so it's meant to give you a little bit of room. So that's what it looks like on. We, of course, it is stackable still. I love actually I like putting 2 together so you can stack them so one is facing you and one is facing the other way. Again, got a little bit, we're limited, but it is our last call looking at it at this price, which is even lower than the $59.99 it should be today. There's one, you can see one figure 8's one way and one's the other way. You're just going to open it up by pressing. There's a little button here on the side, and it's tough to do it at this awkward angle, but there it is. And then that just opens up like so, and so it's really easy on, easy off. And you just slide your wrist in right inside of it, and then boom, click it close. You've got that solid finish, and then you're going to latch your figure 8s so that it's secure and not going anywhere. But that's going to be our bangle down to only $1,999, but there's $200 extra off that price as well. So it'll be $17.99 if you'd like our cross bangle. That's the only cross bangle we do, by the way. And you've got the white or the yellow gold as your options here. So big value there at $17.99. The rest of the bangles in diamonds have gone. So they're all sold out. We've got the Sapphire bangle, which had the Asher cuts. And we do have the demantoid bangle, which we haven't given a full presentation on yet. What I'm surprised at, too, is that big 870 opal is still here. It's the 870 freeform black opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. That opal is still here for $36.99, but it's really only $33.29. So that's a big opal. So just want to remind you, that one's set in platinum. That one's still available for you. So that one's just something to consider. And we are in the last now 30 minutes of the show. We do have a big aqua. And I mean big time. It's the biggest one we've got left. It's our 6 carat and a third. It's coming up next. Total cocktail ring. Plus we still have the demantoid. It's our Namibian demantoid. This is the trillion cut, the 391, the ultimate high level museum collectible stone there. Double halo and white diamonds. And then how about those pairs? Yellow diamond pear shapes at the corners. Stunning. Let's go to our pear shape. Bangles are here. Here comes the big pair, and this one will be our Sierra Santa Maria Aqua. Look at that. Gorgeous. Item number here is 1120254. Now that's an attractive stone. Some of the brightest blues you ever will see. Kind of more reminiscent. I got to tell you, just this is the way it is in the gem world. That stone looks more like a blue diamond than it does a typical aqua. And that's a compliment, a big compliment. Because first of all, we're never going to get you a 6 carat blue diamond. That's natural. That's not going to happen. But mostly, the thing is this, aquas have such a light color usually. They're so colorless. Typically, they look more like that wall behind me than they do my blouse. So this is where you get that bright, bright, look at it again here, searing color that we love of Sierra Santa Maria. And it is just fabulous. Not to mention it's got a 1.5 carat in VS diamonds around it. Signature style mounting, custom made for that stone, finished on the inside. I'll show you that. 1.5 carat solid in diamonds every which way. Look at that finishing on the inside. And reminder, we start our shows at 5 p.m. Pacific, that's 8 p.m. Eastern. We only have 30 minutes left, not even. So we've got 29 minutes to wow you with these incredible Cellular Melted deals. Take what you want from earlier because there still are a couple of pieces left. This happened last night. We sold everything. It didn't sell right away, but it all sold eventually, and that was all in the last few minutes. So we're on that time now where it's going to be quick, quick, quick. Blink and you miss them. Don't wait, because everything does go from the Cellular Melted event. On these weeknights, it just takes a little bit for everyone to get here. So here we are with a better value. This has discounts every which way. Look, those are all discounts, guys. There are, it looks like 9 different discounts on this one, and I know we saw $89.99. Don't worry about it. It's going lower. Started, I don't even think $89.99 is a bad price. Not when there's a 1.5 carat in gorgeous diamonds. And don't worry, that's the stone you get. We only have one. You saw it said X1. That means 1. White gold. That's it. It's always been a 1 only. Everything I'm showing you is what you see is what you get. So shop with utter confidence here because the values are incredible. The price tags, well, let's drop it even more from 89, 79, 69, 59. There are still some prize examples of this incredible all-star lineup tonight. This one needs to go. And how do we do that? It's not going to be 59, 49, even $3,999. That will not be your price. It stays in white gold. Beautiful combination for the aqua, if you ask me. Let's take a look at the inside again. Then I'm going to try it on. And oh, are you going to love, if you're into bigger cocktail rings, this has your name all over it. And it's not going to be $39.99 either. Look at that stone, the color, the gemminess, the fact that it's the same saturated color from one side to the other, from the top to the bottom. It never wavers. Saturated, bright, bright, rich sky blues all the way through that stone. That's one angle. Let's flip it around, show you the other direction here. That's what it looks like on the hand, going that way. 39 it will not be. Love giving away jewelry. It's the easiest thing in the world to stand up here and just give away jewelry all night long. Cellular Melted event is exactly that. My giveaway gets even better for you because you could take 10% off. You got 27.5 minutes to do it tonight. That's it. And all these pieces, they don't get another airing. This is last call on everything. It's 10% off, no better price tag. There's no reason to sit behind and think about it. You can't do that now because it's all last call on the air. And look at even what it's doing on our wheel. That's just paper. That's white paper. It's not a reflective surface. It's not a mirror. Look at how it's reflecting those gorgeous blues like it's water. Aquamarine gets its name from water. That's what it means. It translates to sea water. Although most of the seas that I know, because I live in California, they don't look like that. We wish they did. But again, you go some parts of the world, they do. That's the ultimate high level. That's what we want. It's not 39, 38, 37, 36, 35.99. Let's keep on going. Mark it down. It's the lowest it can ever be. It's really that simple. Your price tag tonight, it doesn't get any better than where we're taking it right now. And it's $3,499 only. You get another $350 off. You know what that means. It'll be $31.49 and change at checkout. I got to recap my Panther, my favorite Panther ring we have. Also here, we still have the turquoise necklace. There are some true winners, prizes that are still here tonight that won't be here in 25 minutes. I can tell you that. Because this is exactly what happened last night. We got kind of nothing going on for 2.5 hours, and then everything sold in the last half hour. Tonight's different. It's been busy all day, and now we've got the last couple of pieces here, and we know they're going to go before they get melted down. So no time to waste on getting your favorites here because they're one-onlys and they're last call. Who's got the aqua? You've got it. Congratulations. Let me also recap this Sleeping Beauty turquoise necklace that I absolutely adore. It's an upgrade, yes, because it's the Sleeping Beauty in a huge size, but it's also got rose gold and natural pink diamonds beside it, all around it, also in the bezels. Thank you on the aqua. Enjoy that. We've got my favorite Panther ring coming up for and also a recap there. We're going to make this one. It's item number 1115309. Rose and white gold is how it will stay. This is a one-of-a-kind necklace, does stay as is in the gold colors, but that's the upgrade. That's the beauty of it, is that you've got pink diamonds all around the turquoise itself. That's a halo of pinks that are pave. Then you've got your extra bezel set pinks, which are right over here. There's the bezel set pink, one on each side. Yes. Oh my goodness, was she shopping tonight? Did she? She got the green tourmaline. Thank you so much. We'll have it to her. That could be out to her by who knows, probably Saturday. Thank you so much. What's going on in Tracy's world? I answered a gem question for her earlier when I was sitting in traffic today. I know, shouldn't be texting and driving, but I was just sitting there doing nothing. So answered her question. She was like, what the heck is a golden beryl? Which is interesting because it's the sister stone to a aqua like we just saw. So there's such a thing as a yellow beryl, and it's called Heliodor. So yeah, she was asking about that. We don't have much. They're not that rare or expensive. Here we go. 343 Sleeping Beauty and 23 points in pink diamonds. One only. The necklace is $9.99, but it's $100 off. So that's going to be $8.99 and change. And it's for one caller, $9.99 tone. That's it on that one. All right, so here we go. It's going to be that's a recap, and I've got one more piece to recap for you, which is that wraparound large Panther piece. If you have any requests for our last 24 minutes, now's a good time to get those in. If you have anything you want to pick up from the show that you want to think maybe hope is still available, give us a call. We'll let you know right away and show it to you again if you need to see it. But that is only, guys, $8.99 for a 343 Sleeping Beauty. Not in any world are you finding Sleeping Beauty turquoise of that size for a price tag like that. It just does not happen. And we're going to go ahead and say, take $100 extra off on us. We'll pay for that too. And we'll get you your shipping. Now, no sizing needed. It's a necklace. Speaking of that, you've got adjustability. So you've got 3 different lengths all in one. So that way, even if you want to gift it to somebody and you're going, I don't know what size necklace they prefer, you've got all the classic lengths built in. You've got the 16, the 17, and the 18-inch all built in with a lobster claw closure. So that's $8.99. We don't want that one sticking around. And I think it's gone now. Plus we have my Panther piece, my wraparound largest Panther we do. This is, again, high style, very designer, emeralds, onyx, diamonds galore. It's item number 1125063. Looks like the necklace may be gone. We're checking right now. Here we go with the Panther. Here it is, the Mega Panther piece that is 18 karat solid and a lot of 18 karat gold. Wait to see the size of this. 5063 is the number. It's going to be 18 karat yellow gold, stays as is in the yellow gold. It's going to be 1125063, and that's 18 karat gold with 10 points in marquise cut emeralds. Those are the eyes. The onyx is done in the nose, which is really cool. Then you've got big, wide, it's like 2 bands, but again, bypass because you've got them all meeting in the middle there. Look at those diamonds stretch 3/4 of the way around the ring to give you this luxury 227 white diamond weight for your Panther. One only, yellow gold only, we'll size it. And nobody's got the kunzite, nobody's got the turquoise yet. That's amazing. Yellow diamond paw pieces here, so are our cross bangles. So there's some shopping to be done here. But this is going to be one only in the 18 karat yellow. Fabulous look. Wait to see the wraparound design it gives you. And we have one, just one. Take a look at it on the hand here. Oh, he's sharp. He's sharp looking, isn't he? And we have another aqua. Oh, Rhonda, did you miss out on the last one? Let's bring you one similar. I've got a slightly smaller size for you, Rhonda, coming up next. If you'd like this Panther, it's $29.99 minus $300. Yes, go ahead, Jason. I do have a Gents Paraiba. I do. We had the Gents Turquoise go earlier. We've got a Gents Paraiba. Who wants to see that one? You got it. We'll flash it. It's not inexpensive, but it's good. It's good. It's a 101 stone too. So we'll see that. A couple of requests to get to. Here's the Panther one more time close up. Let's show Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. It's so funny. We happen to have an aqua in the same mounting that is almost the same size. Here it is. And this is a good situation. It's a little more elongated of a pair. I'm going to show you in comparison. Now the last one's already gone, but let me show you the comparison just real quick so you can see the colors are similar. 1122975 is the item number here. So the last one was a 632. This one is a 597. So there's only about 35 points difference. There's the last one. This one's a tad bit wider and more elongated. So even though it's a slightly smaller carat weight, it looks actually bigger, I would say. And this will be the 597 with also a carat and a half in diamonds. So Rhonda, I think it's your lucky day. She was a little bit late, missed out on the first aqua, the 632. We've got this one, which is almost identical. You saw them, they exist in the same room, so you know they're, again, a little different, but very, very close. There's your inside under gallery. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Let's give you a better price. I'm going to account for the fact it's a little smaller stone. And look at how bright, just bright pops of color there. This is a beauty. I'm going to make this one, you know what, let me help you out. The last one was what? We got that down to $34.99. This one's actually more money. Obviously wasn't discounted for this show yet. I'm going to make this $3,399. I'm going to make it a little less because it's got that little smaller carat weight. So we'll go ahead and do $33.99 plus save you an extra $340 on top of that. So that one will end up being, after your 10% off, that's going to come down to just $3,059, and that's gone. Thank you so much. And then back to our Panther we go, because we just got a brief look, and then we'll show the Gens Paraíba coming up next. So this Panther, yeah. Sure, I did, but we'll do it again. Let's do that one more time. And here we go. This is the 597 for Rhonda. And here is the 632. Is she trying to decide on which one? See how this one's a little bit more elongated? Other than that, they're identical. That one, I just say, is a little bit longer. That's the 597, 632. Are both sold, or are we doing a swap? Not sure. Think they're both gone. Okay. That's the 597. Sure, here it is on the hand again. There it is, that's the 597, carat and a half in diamonds. That's one way to wear it. She's probably screaming, going, put it on the other way. Here we go, that's what it looks like the other way. And we have 18 minutes left in our Thursday night. I'm back with you tomorrow night. We do it again, 5 to 8 Pacific time. Don't forget to be with us early if you can. 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern is when we kick off. We've got 3 hours for our Club TVON every Friday night date. Then we see you, don't forget, on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, but in the morning, well, daytime hours, afternoon for the East Coasters, morning out here on the West Coast, 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday mornings, including, yes, Easter Sunday, we will be with you live. So that one is, I think they're both gone. I think we're verifying now. There's the close-up again on the 2 big aquas. All right, next up, just want to flash this real quick while I go get my Gens Paraíba. That one is down to $36.99 for that incredible opal. And then here we are with this really, really, really important carat one coming up next in a really intriguing and amazing Paraíba. It's rare to see an over 1 carat Paraíba in anything. We actually have one in a gentleman's style. Ladies could wear it too. It's a lot of gold weight. Here it is. This is a gorgeous blue green. We'll flash it quickly. It's 101. It's 112-2980. Our Panther with 227 in diamonds is one of our last pieces still remaining. We have that, the cross bangle, the sapphire bangle, the turquoise necklace, and the kunzite available from the show. So, and our yellow diamond paw. So just reminding you of a few of the pieces that are going to be going out the door here at the end of the night. But here is the Paraíba. It's Private Collection 101 round. So rare to see a round. And then, of course, you get that diamonds. The diamond halo is actually channel set, round brilliance. 33 points there going around this very cool octagon shape. So you get simple diamond weight, but great finishing on the inside. White gold or yellow gold. You know why? I've got the one stone, but I've got the mounting already made up. So I have the mounting in yellow gold, and a piece this important, I think it's a priority to have your preference in the gold. So I want to do white or yellow for you. We have the mounting. All we need to do, if you prefer yellow gold, is take that stone, have our expert jewelers transition that stone from the white gold to the yellow gold. We can do that in a jiff, and then size it for you as well. But this one's going to be from $13,999 all the way on down. If you've been waiting on a Paraíba, rare to find those blue greens. I had a ladies round yesterday, which I think is still here. It was in a bridge mounting, and it was under $3,000, by the way, for the ladies piece. If you like it, it was a 70-pointer. Let me know if you want me to bring that out. But this men's piece is going to be $5,999 with an additional 10% off. So that would be another $600 off that price. So it would be actually only $53.99 if you'd like to go ahead and get it. So $59.99 makes it yours, $53.99 in reality. And then we've got a couple last minute items to show you. Don't forget, I did find, you know, a lot of you asked about this necklace yesterday, and we had it sell very quickly. About this time, 24 hours ago, I have one more. We found another. And here is the Princess Cut Invisibly Set Diamond Necklace. I already shipped the one from yesterday, and now we have one more. And look at how it's all set into this platform, this squared off shape. So we do have one more. If anybody wanted to go ahead and get that white gold, we have one more for you. So that's coming up. We'll show that one more time because I know a lot of you missed it yesterday. This is the round Paraiba, and that's going to be $53.99 if you'd like to get it. Here comes the diamond necklace, the last of its kind. Again, one sold last night about 24 hours ago. So many of you asked about it since. We have one more. It actually wasn't even complete, but then it got all finished and put together this afternoon. So here it is, the full necklace with a carat 39. 111-2929 is the number. That'll be a carat 29 in princess cut diamonds set all together invisibly. That means no prongs, no gold, no gaps between any one of those diamonds. They're the square cuts, so you can do these really creative and it's very difficult setting to do. There are a lot of people who don't do it in the jewelry world. That's their job, is to set diamonds, and yet the one thing they don't do is invisible set princess cuts. So I'm really glad we have this for you in the actual necklace, because you see the O-rings attached to the top corner, so it's never going to flip or turn. You've got the beautiful chain attached. The chain is diamond cut, Rolo link, plus it's got 16, 17, and 18. All built in with that lobster claw closure, which is so premium. And you've got a big old value here. $29.99 should be. We brought it down last night. Have one more left in the white gold only, and that's that. I'll show it to you from a distance because it's actually got a nice big platform to it. This does not look like a small necklace when you see it from a distance. It's because it's not. It's a ½ inch all together, side to side, top to bottom. I'll show it to you here on the hand. We'll give you a measure. We'll show it to you on the neckline. That's what it looks like from a distance away. And of course, let me give you the measurement that you're getting as well, because that is going to help you understand without, before you get it at home, what it's going to look like on. There it is at ½ inch. That'll be same side to side as it is top to bottom. And then all this built in. There's your adjustability. Mother's Day coming, and moms and diamonds. Is there a better mix or match than moms and diamonds together? Because I think about diamonds and what they signify. It's on the neckline. I think about how diamonds are so durable. It's the hardest natural substance on earth, but also beyond that, it's about how they form in the earth. And we're so blessed to bring you natural diamonds that are from the earth, not lab grown. But what's impressive is that they're built under tremendous, and when I say built, they're made under tremendous pressure. It's heat and pressure. And you think about what it takes over the course of so many years to make a diamond in the natural from the earth variety. And all it takes, and I think it really is almost symbolic and really runs parallel to what a lot of us, we think about as humans, how, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, correct? Where it's about, sometimes the pressure of life and situations actually makes us more hardy and makes us stronger in essence. And I think a lot of that really does remind me of just what it takes for a diamond to become a diamond in their natural state, which is why I think so many of us appreciate natural diamonds and what they signify and what they mean and how difficult they are to get for all those reasons, especially in high quality. This one's $14.99 if you'd like to have it. So $14.99 is turning into $13.49. Only one left. Again, it was very popular last night, but we had one and then it sold, and then we just had another one completed today. So very exciting, because that was actually in the pipeline for some time, and then it just got all of its finishing touches tonight, as a matter of fact. So we brought it here on the air. So that's the last look, and then we've got more Tanzanite on the way. I do have a large South Sea white pearl. If anybody's interested in a large white pearl, it's last call though on the show. We're down about 10 minutes. So this is when also you need to let us know. Is it the Gens Paraiba? Is it the huge lightning ridge opal you're going to get? I'm still amazed that platinum opal is still here. I'm very surprised. Here was the really, really large, gorgeous lightning ridge black opal. That's here for $36.99. It is almost a 9-carat opal, which means it's going to look like it's 18 or 20 carats. It is a cool oval freeform set in platinum. Let me know who's got our last necklace here. That'll be the last though. That's all we have. Yes, that one is sold. Congratulations. Also want to remind you about this bangle. Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's the necklace. This one. That's okay. as opposed to, okay, the bangle I'm about to flash. This necklace is gone. Thank you so much. Here's the bangle that gets one more look. I'm still amazed that we have all these sapphires together in multiple colors, 7-stone bangle, halos around each and every one, white gold only, and that is down below $3,000. You are going to get $300 off. I'm still amazed. We have a couple pieces that are a little bit shocking tonight that are still available, and they are going to go. We have 10 minutes remaining, and we still have time for last-minute requests, don't we? So if there's something you want to see before we go, you got to let me know what those are too. We can run back to the vault, bring it out, give you a great discount, and save you 10%. We still have 10 minutes, plenty of time for requests. Get those in too. This one is $29.99. It's really $26.99. Average size. Talk about your go with everything. Rockstar bangle with really important Asher cut sapphires. It'll be $26.99, and stacking and layering is a total possibility here as well. Why not? That could go alongside of a lot of different looks that you already love and wear. And by the way, did both of our aquas go then, just to be clear? Okay, so just double checking, seeing if we have anything else we need to recap before we go. I've got my last 10 minutes with you here tonight. We do it again tomorrow night, 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11 Eastern time. Keep it in mind, big Friday night party. It's a holiday weekend. So really excited about what we have in store for you this weekend. I hope we can keep Sell It or Melt It going until we move a little bit more of our inventory for you. And that's $29.99, but really $26.99. If anybody wants the demantoid bangle, let's just give it more than just a flash here, because what a night for bangles. And there's nothing here that requires more gold than a bangle bracelet. Collars, even collar necklaces that we do, very rarely have as much gold as these bangles. So there's only a couple collars that are bigger gold weight than bangles. Bangles are incredible. This is the demantoid version, 1113291, is going to be our huge carat 43. It is so rare to see a carat 43 even in a ring. This one really had to be a bigger size because it's sitting atop a large bangle. So it wouldn't look right to put a 10-pointer in there. It'd be kind of tough to be the right scale. So we went with the larger, impressive carat 43 Russian demantoid in the middle. Diamond halo around that is 30 points. Then you've got the yellow gold. It's also for the average sizes out there. So 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet wearers. This is going to work perfectly for you. And I'm going to show it to you on the wrist here. Hinge opening. This is like every bangle we've seen tonight. Hinges on the side. So you open it up. There's a little button here, which has never been opened until now. And then it just slides in place, clicks close. You got 2 figure 8s to make sure that's super secure. Let me go ahead and put it on the wrist here for you. And then you see it's just that easy. You literally pop that on your wrist, close it, click it closed. Look how beautiful that huge demantoid is. We do have a couple last minute requests to get to before we run out of time. That's going to be your demantoid, and what a big size that is. And look at, I would say that even looks bigger than a carat and a half. I've had a fair share of demantoids over the years. That one's very impressive. So one more close-up look. It is that Russian demantoid. So it's going to have that horsetail inclusion, which you don't see. Don't worry, you have to look under tremendous magnification to see that inclusion. We're going to go back on up close here. And then we've got Kimberly's request. It's another aqua. Wow, another pear shape coming up. But this one's going to go first, and that's because it's no longer $13,999. Got a much better value for you right now. First caller takes it. Let's go. We're limited on time. We have 7 minutes remaining. Let's make this one only $3,999. You'd be very hard-pressed to get a gold bangle by itself. And I don't know of anybody on the planet who's going to have a demantoid bangle with a big stone like that is. That, and there's your look at it up close and personal. Really seeing the neon, the dispersion. That, remember, is one of the most highly dispersive stones in the world. So it does what diamonds do, but better. And you've got that neon green color as your base. And Kimberly, here it is. We do have a 6 carat. It's actually a little bit larger than what we saw earlier and a little less diamond weight. So let's take a look before we run out of time here. Kimberly, another big aqua. We've already had 2 aquas go. We've had 2, we've sold 2. Now here's one. Last option that's actually a tiny bit larger. It's 1120865. On our 6 carat 76. The last mounting had a carat and a half in diamonds. This one has 128 in the diamonds. The difference is you're going to have one halo much like you did on the last, but this is going to be a split shank. Instead of the pave, it's going to be a split shank with a bigger diamond in the middle. And then, of course, in the white gold, 14 karat white gold, carat 28 in diamonds, one only. Now, if our previous aquas tell us anything about aquas, It means if you've wanted a bigger stone, this is the time to get on the phone lines because we know they're not discounted. And tonight they are. So that is a big reason why they're going so quickly. And this one started at $8,999, going significantly lower than that tonight. It's our last few minutes of the show, though. So you got to let me know what you'd like to see. If there's something you want to pick up before it's gone, that's what happens. And even after we go off the air, the phones have been staying busy. For many, many minutes after we go off the air, people are taking their favorites. This is where you want them. Go ahead and just make it happen. It's not even half of that price. $4,500 would be a wonderful value. You got to see it on. We've seen 2 large aquas already in 2 large diamond mountings. This one's a tad bit larger than the previous, and it's not even $39.99. I'm trying to make this make sense with the rest. Here I go. Right now, first caller, $3,699. There you go. Taking it even lower just to make it make sense with the others that have gone. That's one way to wear it. Here's the opposite direction. If you want to wear that pointing out, that's what it's going to look like on your hand. $36.99 is not it, though, because remember, after your discount, that'll turn out to be only $33.29. That's sold as well. Congratulations. So there is the demantoid here. This is the Russian. Well, we saw the Russian in the bangle. I've got the Namibian stone in the ring, which is our $391. Item number is 1115291. And thank you on the aquas. We're 3 for 3. They're all sold out. Now here we are looking at another spectacular. This is the most spectacular of all, though. It is our 3-carat 91, yes, demantoid out of Namibia. It's got a subtle blue undertone to it, which I think is so attractive. So instead of getting neon greens like the demantoids out of Russia, it gives you more of a true classic green, but with a little bit of a blue undertone, and then still all the sparkle in the world, because that's so highly dispersive. 20 points in your yellow diamond pairs. That would be at each of the corners of this trillion, which is elongated. Then you get the double halo in the white diamonds. That's 86 points in the diamonds, so well over a carat in diamonds, but the yellow and the white and all custom made, and that's an 18-carat solid gold mounting, finished on the inside as well. There's your inside. We're basically mimicking the design on the outside as your under gallery. We have 3 minutes left. We have literally saved the best for last as far as discounting, savings, value, rarity, all of the above. This is for one caller. It is no longer $24,999. The fact that that's even here and available and offered for sale is special. It's not $24,000. This is also going to be one of the bigger discounts we see of the entire event. Please take advantage of it while you can, while it's here. We do this again in just about 21 hours from now. Don't forget about our Friday night. It's a party every Friday night. We have a weekly date for our Club TVON, but this is going to be the perfect finale for tonight. And then anything you want to ask about, we still have a couple of pieces only left from our 3 hours tonight. We do it again tomorrow, 5 to 8 Pacific, but let's get this one out the door for better than even 20 or 15 or even better than $10,000. It's $99.99, but you have $1,000 extra off, discounted. So it's $89.99 to get that one home, and you will never look back unless to say, I think that's the biggest value I've ever bought from TVON or Lauren Blair, because that is just incredible value. $89.99 on a demantoid that is almost 4 carats. That's the way to go. And beautifully clean and bright, and a fancy cut on top of that. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you as well. There it is. That is sensational. There's 2 ways to wear it, so I'll try it on both ways. And then we've got our final, you see the countdown, 1:45 left in our Thursday night show. See you tomorrow night. Don't forget, tomorrow night's 5 to 8 like tonight was. And then we see you on the weekend days from 10 a.m. Pacific to 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 1 to 4 East Coast time. Keep that in mind. We got a Saturday and Sunday, yes, including Easter Sunday. We will be here with you. So a big celebration weekend for everybody. Jewelry lovers unite. We've got incredible shows coming up all through. And then we're off on Mondays and Tuesdays. So we've got 3 days to celebrate here with more of the values you'll love, more incredible pieces from the vault, pieces you don't typically see. Look at that demantoid, even the shank. I love how it curves in towards the point of that stone and the point of the mounting. This big platform, the gorgeous yellow diamonds times 3 matched up to perfection, or perfection, because they are pear shapes. So pear shapes, rounds, trillion, what's not to love? Now you're saving $1,000 in addition to make it $89.99. And our last call, don't forget, we'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines will stay open for you to select anything you'd like to from tonight, whether that's the Genspata, the big 870 Opal out of Lightning Ridge, the gold quartz, the paw ring with the yellow diamonds I think is still here as well. Demantoid bangle, that was only $39.99. We still have that one here for you. Anything else you want to ask about? You might as well, because otherwise tomorrow it's melted down. So this is your last call to shop for anything you've seen tonight in this show. Thanks for joining me for it. It's been a pleasure to have your company tonight. Thank you for watching and shopping. Welcome to all of our, of course, our veteran viewers and our brand new shoppers as well. It was so nice to have you. And don't forget to join me tomorrow night. We call it Club TVON. It's our weekly Friday night date. We celebrate the weekend kickoff together, and we'll have more seller melted deals. So for now, from all of TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. See you then.